Yo, yo, yo. See if they come up in here. Yeah, we're gonna tuck y'all in real nice tonight. You know y'all be up on the late night, so why not kick it with the grumpy OGs, the return of my brother CDK. He'll be popping up in a few minutes. So the return, my brother CDK is back. And now we can really get the Grumpy OG show really off and rolling. So salute to everyone that's coming in. Smash the like button. CDK will be in a few minutes, but until he gets up in the building, let me just salute everybody out there and see you in the building. But we gotta talk some boxing. A lot going on. It's a lot going on. A lot has happened. What up, crypto? Yeah. Grumpy OGs, we about to set it off. So I'm waiting for CDK, bruh. Yeah, you know, he been out for a minute. My brother had to go ahead and get himself together. You know, had a little medical injury, so had to tighten up, but he's good. So he's excited. He got to say about what's been going on and what has taken place lately in the sport of boxing. You know how we do over here, Cash. We talk that real ish. You know, they ain't like in that real talk. They don't need to come over here at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. But so then it's getting closer to the fight. I've been asking a lot of casuals on the street. Should have been taking some footage of it, but I've been asking a lot of casuals about the fight. Now, what's odd about this Cash Crypto? Now you know how the streets is lit when they hear about certain matchups, right? Oh yeah. They're more submitted to the max. So that's why I wanted to go to the streets and talk to some casuals. So I got to talk to some casual fans of Bud and Canelo. And hey man, it's not as bad as it is on YT, but it ain't really bad at all. A lot of people that I talk to on the street, surprisingly, Cash Crypto, they got Canelo winning, man. Surprisingly, a lot of them have Canelo winning, and some of these cats I thought would pick Terence Crawford. Now, some of them want Terence Crawford to win, but do they think he's going to win? No, they're not that confident. They leaning towards Canelo. It's a whole lot to take in with this fight. I know CDK been wanting to talk about it. He's been doing a couple shorts, but yeah, I can't wait for this fight. Like I said, it's something that we didn't ask for, but okay, this is a fight we'll take. And I'm just tired of the back and forth and everybody acting like Bud Crawford is Superman. He's invincible. Okay, he might be the pound for pound or the best fighter in the world right now, but that do not make him unbeatable. That does not make him immortal. And hey, he can possibly lose this fight. This can possibly be Bud Crawford's first defeat. Everybody has access to taking a loss. You know, either it happens or it doesn't. But hey, Terence Crawford is a great. He's definitely great for the sport of boxing. He is definitely one of the best. Cash Crypto said, I think Bud puts up a good fight, but loses late. Now we already know the blueprint, right? And everybody always talk about, well, Canelo gas is out, he fades as the rounds go on, as the fight go on, they say he fades. But has that done anything for any of his opponents that knew about that? Did that do anything for any of his opponents? I get it, he fades, but do he gas out to a point where he can't finish off a fight with a victory? He's not going to gas out against smaller men. And see, this where you know where they ain't got much to go on with them thinking, you know, how easy it's going to be Bud to go up here and beat Canelo. And like I said, skill wise, he's a better overall skill fighter, but is he gonna go in there and beat Canelo? I don't know. But some people even say They wouldn't say that Crawford is a better skilled fighter. This is not me, but some people think that, you know. So when I was asking some of the people on the street, they was telling me, you know, some of them said, "Listen, man." One guy said, "Listen, I got Terrence Crawford winning." But he said, Terrence Crawford ain't going up there and knocking out Canelo Alvarez. One person did take in consideration that this is a lot of weight. And you know, the Bud fans is thinking that the weight is not going to play a part. It's going to play a major part in it. It's weight. And we talking 3 weight classes. Stop with the bull crap at 14. The man only had one fight at 154. This is 21 pounds, which is 3 weight classes, 7 times 3, 21 all day, right? The last time I remember basic math when I use it. And then on top of the rehydration weight that he's going to pick up for the fight. Now, he may try to come in. He may try to come in as light as he possibly can, but not too light. Whereas where he feels as though he still has some movement. DS in the building. Whereas he still have foot movement and all that other good stuff. But we didn't see that in the Majamal fight. We seen a big difference in that fight. So, you know, you can't think that he's easily going to go up there and handle Canelo. It would have to be just a bad night for Canelo Alvarez with nothing that works for him at all. And I'm just keeping it honest. You know, I say at the end of the day that overall the brothers are the better fighters, but I'm a real person on top of that too. So I can't wait. And like I told someone, I said, listen, that weight don't look right on Bud Crawford. Does Bud Crawford look right carrying that weight to y'all guys? Cash, DS, does Bud Crawford? I'm on mute. Ain't on mute. I probably went out for a second. You said I got Bud busting up Canelo and stopping his goofy ass. Wow. Yo. All right, let me ask you this, DS. Let me ask you this. When was the last time, I guess it's 2 questions. When was the last time Bud Crawford stopped someone? And then on top of that, when was the last time Bud Crawford stopped someone? Yo, AC, what's up, bro? AC in the building. When was the last time Bud Crawford stopped someone? You saying that Terrence Crawford, who's not a one-punch knockout artist, very respectable Errol Spence. Okay. Canelo Alvarez barely been hurt in his battles. He's barely been hurt in any of his battles. Let's just be honest. He's barely been hurt in any of his battles. You think he look proper with the way he looks? Kind of funny to me, AC. You know, I guess because I never imagined this man going up and carrying that much weight. But, you know, I'm not saying he looks awful. I just saying he doesn't look right to me. But, hey, he can look good as he want. Hope he feel good come fight night. That's all I can say, man. We gonna see the difference. This fight is gonna be able to tell us something about both of these men that either give us more in-depth knowledge of something we already know, or this fight is going to tell us something about both of these men that we don't know. So you know what? Now with the Charlos and with Mel, right? A Cash. I didn't too. I didn't either. But I think the Charlos, I think Mel would have beat Canelo at 154. if Canelo would have gave him a shot at 154. But going up in that weight, nah. Canelo carries that weight pretty good. So he carries his weight pretty good. And he's been up there for a while. So we're gonna have to see. But yeah, I didn't give Mel a shot in that fight. I wanted them to win, but I didn't pick him to win. It was just too late. Yeah, it was just too late. So I didn't give him a chance either. And I was kind of disappointed in Mel's performance. You know, as much as they pride themselves on being, you know, the Lions, the Lions den. He didn't show me any lion instinct that night against Canelo. But one thing we know for sure, Terence Crawford is definitely going to come with all dog. He's definitely going to come with all dog, but you know, him biting down and being that dog, can it work against him? You know, going up against this bigger guy. You do got to use your thinker and all that. I get that, but Canelo's a pretty decent, smart fighter. You know, he has a pretty decent level of IQ. So, even though I think Bud has a better IQ, is he tailor-made for Bud? I think for him to, you know what? I never looked at it that far, but that damn, it's a hell of a question. Is he tailor-made for him? Styles does make fights. Crawford, I think so. Yeah, and I think we're going to see that within the first couple rounds of that fight. Within the first 4 or 5 rounds, we're going to know. So yeah, I think he is. But will he be able to pull it off stylistically? It's all wait and see. In your opinion, Cash, Canelo would get his pack busted up. But DS, what makes you think that Bud Power is going to carry up to 168? Because no one has any proof of that. And I get it. But come on, man. We didn't even see his power carry at 154. And that was only 7 pounds up. So we talking about 14 more pounds. Like I said, he's a respectable, decent puncher. He's a hell of a finisher, but he's not a one punch knockout artist. He's not a one punch buster, like, you know, one punch and you cracking some bones or something like that. You know, I don't see it, man. And then y'all talking about doing this to a guy who's never been stopped. Doing this to a guy that never been stopped. Doing this to a man that been in the ring with guys that are naturally stronger than Terence Crawford. You mean to tell me that you really feel as though that Terence Crawford is stronger than every opponent that Canelo Alvarez faced? That's what you're saying. That's sparring, DS. Everybody can stop somebody in sparring. I'm pretty sure somebody stopped his ass in sparring, but ain't nobody talking about it. That's sparring. That ain't middleweight. They fight at 168. Then y'all keep talking about sparring. What sparring has to do anything with it? You know, sometimes what happens, you know, during sparring, sometimes it carry over into the fight and sometimes it doesn't. But just because he been stopping guys that's bigger than him, they ain't goddamn Canelo. No headgear, 10-ounce gloves. Who you think that's going to favor more? It's not going to favor the naturally smaller guy. There's no way. It's not going to favor the naturally smaller guy. It's just not. Y'all talking like this man has one punch knockout power. He doesn't. But he has knockouts. Okay, you can technically stop somebody. By accumulation of punches does damage. But I'm not gonna act like he's sitting here and putting shit down with one punch, busting up shit with one punch. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. And once again, we've seen fighters go up in weight and that power don't go with them. Yeah, he got a lot of TKOs, but AC, they talking about knockouts, bro. They said he gonna go up there and knock this man out. Are you serious? You should have knocked Madrimov out. Why he didn't knock out Madrimov? You mean to tell me Madrimov got a harder chin than Canelo Alvarez? Y'all telling me that Madrimov was more durable than Canelo Alvarez? I don't even remember him hurting Madrimov. I don't remember him hurting Madrimov. Did he land some nice shots on Madrimov? Yeah, but what are we talking about? He didn't even hurt Madrimov. And like I said seconds ago, that was only 7 pounds. Y'all talking about he going up to 68? If he go up there and knock that dude out, there's questions that need to be asked. And it needs to be answers. He go up there and knock out a dude who's never been knocked out, been punched by bigger punches, naturally strong guys, and we got something to talk about. Exactly. They getting what happened to Magic, what didn't happen in the Magic Mall fight. But he just magically just go up there and do to Canelo he couldn't do before. He's gonna go up there and be moving around. He's gonna have his foot movement moving around like he was at 140. He's gonna move around like he at 140 at 168, but can't move around like that at 154. Y'all serious? So what y'all saying? That was just a bad physical night for Bubney for Madrimov? I'm asking a question here. And I'm waiting for my brother CDK to get up in here. Like, come on. And I'm not going against the man. I want him to win, but do I think he's going to win? No. And it's going to be very hard. Unless y'all know something that's going on with Canelo. I don't know. What y'all expecting, Canelo? Y'all expecting it to be just like Errol Spence? You know? Cash Crypto said, people blame Madrimov for Bud not doing better. That's right. And Madrimov is rightfully guilty of that because should have made easy work of Madrimov. Should have made easy work of Madrimov. Styles makes fights. What was so difficult about Madrimov Styles that the best boxer in the world, it took him 9 rounds to figure that shit out? I just want to have a conversation about this with nothing but logical standpoint. You know what I mean? Virgil cooked Madrimov. Magic Mob looked better in the fight against Bud than he did with Virgil. Styles make fights, right? Styles make fights. So, what y'all telling me? Bud didn't properly prepare for Magic Mob? Like, we gotta stop thinking that, every time, a top fighter, no matter if he's your favorite or not, thinking that he's just gonna be able to wash everybody that they get in the ring with. That don't happen for everybody. You can't think that all the top guys, every time they get in the ring with somebody, gonna wash him. Come on, man. We have great fighters, legends that have losses. Losses. Maybe some people think that Terrence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. Some people may feel as though that Terrence Crawford is the greatest of all time. I would disagree, but hey, I respect it. But all time, no. Of his time, get that. That Bibblework Magic Mob gets in the ring. Yeah. That's a different thing. AC, where the hell is CDK? He's supposed to be popping his ass up on in here. I sent him the link. But seriously. But hey, what's the weather report on the ticket sales? Well, yeah, on the ticket sales. Even though I know the fight is free on Netflix, that's what I'm hearing. It's not a pay-per-view fight, but you don't have to pay for the fight. You just need to have Netflix. Yeah, Cash Crypto. When it comes to my list, I have a separate list for these guys. I don't have any of these guys right now in my top 25. Right now, my top 25 is my top 25. I do not have a fighter from this era in my top 25 of all time. No, I don't. They need to put in more work before they get on my goddamn list. Top 25 of all time. They got a whole lot of work to do now. Watched a whole lot of boxing way before these young men. So no, they still got some work to do. They still got some waters to swim through and all that, and some mountains to climb. But nah, not right now. Respectfully, maybe in the future, but not right now. But this fight, I can't wait for it. I'm wondering how Bud Crawford fans is going to react if Terrence Crawford loses to Canelo Alvarez. I wonder how they're going to act if Bud Crawford loses this fight to Canelo Alvarez. Not just lose this fight, but what if he looks kind of bad? What if Terrence Crawford and all his performances, what if he come out and looks nothing like the fighter he did at 47, 40, and 35? I ain't counting 54. One fucking fight. And he don't get a good grade for that one. But I ain't even counting that. I'm not even counting that, but everybody else is. Everybody else is counting that. I'm not counting that. Oh, yeah. It Cash Crypto now. You already know that's the reason why I asked the question, bro. Because That's what we all love to do. We all, as boxing fans, content creators, we be waiting to get at the goddamn fans. I think we want to get at the fans more so we want to get at the fight. Yeah, because these fans will make you feel that way. Well, they both evenly getting cooked by me. The fans and the damn fighter, they gonna get cooked evenly by me. You know, because they both need to shut the hell up. You know? I just want to smoke on that Canelo pack, but Bud pack is good too. Man, I mean, now I hear people saying, Terence Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez. Does that make him better than Floyd Mayweather? No, the fuck it don't make him better than Floyd Mayweather. Does it make you greater than Floyd Mayweather? No, it don't. The fuck? No, it does not. He would not surpass no Floyd Mayweather. What the freak are we talking about? Just the road to success alone. I ain't talking about money wise. Just opponent wise. I don't even put Terence Crawford in the same conversation as Floyd Mayweather. You don't never hear me talk about Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. Why? There's no logical reason for me to be talking about Floyd Mayweather and Terence goddamn Crawford. You're always comparing the now to the yesterday. Stop doing it, because there's no damn comparison. You can't compare none of these dudes to no damn Floyd Mayweather. I wish y'all stopped it, man. I wish y'all stopped it. Yeah, I said it. You can't compare Terence Crawford and no other fighter of this generation to some damn Floyd Mayweather in no kind of way. No kind of way. Because ain't none of them do what Floyd Mayweather did. None of them. But they went undisputed. I didn't say Floyd didn't do what they did. See, Floyd did his thing before them. Remember that. But ain't no fucking comparison. No, this would not make goddamn Terence Crawford better than Floyd Mayweather. What the fuck? Floyd Mayweather already beat Canelo Alvarez. What are we talking about? No, because Canelo Alvarez already has losses on his record. What are y'all talking about? They acting like Canelo Alvarez is undefeated. He been stomping shit the fuck out and all this. No, he already lost to Floyd Mayweather. Then he lost to goddamn Bivol. Then they try to compare Bivol to Floyd Mayweather. Cut the bullshit out with the boxing conversation. Bivol don't need to be compared to no goddamn Floyd Mayweather, even if he's out of pocket. There's no comparison. There's levels to this shit. And none of these dudes was on Floyd Mayweather's level. None of them. So no, he would not surpass Floyd Mayweather. Okay, no. The fuck? He beat Canelo. Floyd already beat him. Y'all comparing them to Floyd, but y'all ain't gonna compare him to Bivol. Didn't Bivol beat Canelo too? So why y'all just comparing Terence Crawford to Floyd Mayweather, which don't make sense any damn way? It don't make sense. You gotta be more creative. And you gotta be more original with your conversation. No. And I like Terence Crawford. But he's not surpassing no fucking Floyd Mayweather. Usyk, man, compared to great heavyweights. Same thing. Accolades don't mean shit, and like I already explained, Kaz, they should not mean anything to the fans. I don't know what is wrong with boxing fans. This is not a team damn sport. This is not your hometown football team, no matter what level. college, you know, Pee Wee League, just organized league, pro league. This is not a team sport. When it comes to boxing, this buzz is not for you. I don't know what's wrong with you boxing fans when it comes to accolades. They don't share their accolades with you motherfuckers. Nor are they fighting for these accolades to share with y'all. I don't get it. This is not football, basketball, baseball, none of that shit. Those players do it for the city, for the fans, not the damn boxers. What are y'all worrying about accolades for? They ain't going to your damn showcase. They not going on your damn wall. So what are you worrying about if they got accolades or not? What the fuck do you get out these fighters having their accolades? What you get out of these fighters being undisputed? What, bragging fucking rights? That don't make nobody better than some damn body because somebody was undisputed. Floyd was never undisputed, and Floyd is better than everybody. The fuck that you... Yeah. Hell you mean? What do you mean? This fighters that's in the Hall of Fame, they ain't never been unified. Fuck is y'all talking about? Come on, man. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me right now, man. Crash Crypto said Bud beats Canelo. I'll put him around 25 all time. I got a long list of fighters. I can't put him over his resume too weak. He really doesn't have the best resume. But the resume don't matter. What you mean the resume don't matter? That's a receipt and a paper trail of his fucking work. A recording of all the opponents that he got in the ring with. What do you mean? The resume do matter. The resume matter because the opponent matter. What the fuck are y'all talking about? The resume ain't nothing without the opponent. But accolades matter. What? What are we talking about? What the hell are we talking about? Yes, we used to care about competition and great fight, but since the competition took a drastic drop, people talk about accolades now. Because they don't know a damn thing about boxing. They think everything is about accolades. Yeah, your boy from Testicles was bitten off. Oh man, you need prayer in your life. Go meditate. Go meditate. You need to go dip yourself in the lake of something. The hell, nobody want to see that nonsense. Get this shit out of here, man. What are we talking about, man? You see this nonsense? My goodness. Yeah, man. That shit, we gotta move on from that. Every time about the fight, the trolls show up heavy. Yeah, Cash Crypto, look, they coming over here, leaving those type of crazy ass comments. They ain't got nothing to do with the subject. Diabolical and sad work. Diabolical and sad work, man. You know what I mean? What the hell is going on? Where's they can't help themselves, man. Hey, they'll be all right though. But you know, besides this Canelo and Bud thing, there's so many other fights that's going on. I can't wait for this Brian Norman and Devin Haney fight. I hear, you know, people keep saying, you know, one thing about Devin Haney is getting the ring with everybody. You know what I mean? You know, Hey, y'all see this shit in here? Can y'all please shoot that shit down for me? Thank you very much. But you know, we got other fights that's going on. This Brian Newman and Devin Haney. I'm ready. I'm ready for that. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen in that fight. I'm tired of the talk. But you know, Devin Haney ain't getting in the ring with anybody. But Devin Haney hasn't fought the most dangerous fighters. Yeah, thanks for the views. Devin Haney hasn't fought the most toughest opponents. But he get in the ring with anybody. Hey, you know what? You know what, Cash Crypto? Let's talk about that for a minute. Because this is one question I can't wait to get answered if such a situation take place. Now, Devin Haney gets knocked out, gets stopped by Brian Newman Jr. What they gonna say? Because you know they still keep holding on to it wasn't Ryan's hook naturally, it was the Osterine. You know they ain't letting that go. So Devin Haney gets stopped by Brian Newman Jr. How are the fans going to react? This motherfucker. How are they going to react if Devin Haney gets stopped by Brian Newman Jr.? I keep hearing them saying, well, Devin got a chin. Well, how many times has Devin's chin really been tested? I'm not saying that he doesn't have a chin, but how many times has his chin really been tested? I'm waiting for one of y'all to answer that question for me. How many times has Devin Haney's chin been tested? He didn't face a whole lot of punchers. He didn't face a whole lot of punches. That doesn't mean he don't have a chin, but that don't mean he has a chin. He hasn't faced a whole lot of heavy punches. PC in the building, what's going on, my brother? He hasn't faced a lot of punches. So what are we talking about? Linares was past his prime, bro. Linares was shot. Yeah, and he felt that shit too. Tell him, BC, okay, that's one. So tell me what, DS? One fucking puncher, DS? And you talk about tell him, BC? What do you mean? I don't know, the OG should pull out the cane or the damn belt. But I don't need a damn cane. I just have the cane just to, because I like how it hurt people. So I might just, motherfucker can still punch. What the fuck has Linares been doing? He ain't been hurting no damn body. What are you talking about? Last time Linares really destroyed somebody with his punching power. Shit, Linares shit went out the door after Lomachenko beat his ass up. That's what I'm saying. What are we talking about? This is the reason why I say everybody should just relax. Because you really want to pour the layers back on these damn fighters? Let's do it. I love to pour the layers all the way back on these fighters. He took Loma's flurries too. Loma ain't no one punch knockout artist, BC. He hasn't faced. The only puncher that he faces is Ryan Garcia. He hasn't fought Norman yet. He will be facing his second one. Some people said the reason why Devin Haney was so fast to take this fight because he feels though Brian Norman Jr. lacks the IQ to be able to touch him. And some people think Brian Norman Jr. power is not going to bother Devin Haney because some people really think that, you know, that was just a bad night at the office for Devin Haney. So people think he's invincible. He's not invincible. Y'all keep talking about how much these guys been tested. They really ain't been tested. Acting like this guy getting in there with the most dangerous punchers and shit. No, he's not. Loma is overrated. He good, but he overrated. He great. Matrix, this, that, never get the fuck up on out of here. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Can he box his ass off? Yes. He a little slivery, a little slick. That's it. A little slivery. That's it. He can box and he a little slivery. What he do? Open shut case. That's Lomachenko. He can box and he's slippery. What else? Did I miss anything? Isn't that Lomachenko? What are you talking about? As far as that, well, once you start, you know, staying in a weight class too long, when you start draining yourself, you know, a lot of times, you know, when these guys have been somewhere too long because they start looking like Skeletor crackheads. Actually, DS, he got put on his ass bag 5 times. They only counted 3. I don't give a damn. He still was on his ass bag multiple times. It was 5, but they only counted 3. Luckily, the 3 knockdown rule wasn't still in effect. The fight would have been over. I don't know why y'all keep making excuses to try to make it seem like this kid is so invincible. He's not. None of these guys are invincible. None of them. Everybody acting like this kid is invincible. He's not invincible. I said this 6 years ago. Never said to y'all. I said most likely, all of our favorite fighters, most likely, most of them is going to take a L. I said that. Now, who was I talking about? All the ones that we talk about now. Errol Spence was included. Sean Porter. You know, all these guys. You know what I mean? Most likely they're going to take a loss. I said most likely none of these guys is going to retire undefeated. Most of these guys are going to retire undefeated. It's not going to retire undefeated. I don't think Shakur is going to retire undefeated. Devin is not going to retire undefeated. Tank not going to retire undefeated. Errol not retire undefeated. Bud may not retire undefeated. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't know what makes these guys think, you know, taking a loss is so damn bad. It's not. They don't understand. Once again, they're the Hall of Famers who took loss. They have losses. So, you know, just because you retire undefeated, if you do retire undefeated, that don't guarantee you a first, second, or third ballot in the damn Hall of Fame. There's guys that's undisputed that y'all talk about that's not in the fucking Hall of Fame. You know? Exactly. Oh, I like that. I like that cash crypto. That's not something that happens on the fucking average. That's not something that happens on the average like that, man. Y'all see what cash crypto just put there? Y'all acting like it's just so normal to retire undefeated. How long I've been fucking watching boxing? Because all other fighters that retired undefeated before Floyd Mayweather, most of them was already there, already stopped boxing by the time I started watching this shit. Or retired some years right after I started watching the sport at a very young age. And y'all just act like everybody can just retire undefeated. I mean, shit. It could be fixed up and planned and worked out for you to do that. You know? But come on, man. See what he put there? Right there. Right there. That's what I meant to put up. Y'all let that marinate for a minute. Cash crypto's on fire. Cash crypto is on motherfucking fire. And I can't agree with him anymore. I already agree with him 1,000,000%. It is rare for a fighter to retire undefeated. It's rare. It's rare. It's very rare, yo. Since 1975, Floyd Mayweather is the only fighter that I've witnessed retire undefeated. Since 1975. Okay? It's 2025. 50 fucking years. What are we talking about? All right, right now, there's a fighter that's undefeated and got more fights than most favorite fighters, but nobody's talking about that. That shit is rare, man. Whoever thought that the great Muhammad Ali, who is considered the GOAT in so many people's minds, but have a few L's on his resume. So y'all mean to tell me Bud Crawford retired undefeated, he's better than Muhammad Ali? Because I guarantee you, they was in the same weight class. Muhammad Ali beat the brakes off of Terrence Crawford. They was the same damn size, no matter what weight class. Muhammad Ali would make Terrence Crawford look like a fucking fool. Just a better career. And I don't think his career is better than Ali's. BC, y'all don't think his career is better than Ali's? Cash Crypto said, if Bud come out punching like Aaron Pryor, Julian Jackson, we got questions. Yeah, shit. If we come out punching like the man that knocked out Julian Jackson, we got questions. Salute to the G-Man, one of my favorite fighters of all time. The G-Man, Gary McKellen. I ain't drank alcohol since I was 21, just look young because of no alcohol, right? Yeah. I take a sip here and there, but I'm not a drinker. But this Brian Norman, that ain't quite. You know what, y'all? I don't think anybody should spend too much time at 147. I don't think anybody should spend too much time at 147. I mean, when you look at the most popular names, and who's really nice or got some skill set, at 47 ain't too many. So, y'all really interested in seeing somebody go become undisputed at weak ass 147? Just do in the building. What's up, dude? I don't know where CDK ass at. He's always gonna come in at the hour mark, so we're gonna be up here for a couple hours. Just do in the building. Make sure y'all sub to my bro Just Do does a great job. One of my top channels that I watch. That's my guy. Salute to Just Do. Just Do go on my top YouTube boxing channels of all time. I got him in my top 5. Yeah. I got him in my top 5. Don't be a hater. You ain't in my top 5. Don't be a hater. Just Do does that for me like he does it for everyone, for a lot of other people. But not gonna be Norman. I like that, AC. Think Ash is wilding out. Oh, you gonna get him too, bro. We gonna make sure you get him, man. You been putting in that work. Love what you do, Just. Love what you do, man. You know that's genuine. Love what you do. You bad motherfucker. Just bad boy. Better than a lot of these guys, you know? And like you just said, he ain't the type that debate and all that, but if he was really into the debate shit, we'll be having a whole nother conversation. But I think, like I said, we can't be critical on just one fighter unless we've been equally critical on all these guys. You know, that's how I do it. You know, because I'm one of those guys that understand where a lot of people is coming from. You know, and I know that these guys, for whatever reason, not going to give us those matchups that we've been craving for. It's just not going to happen. It's a part of the business of boxing. You know, but is what they do outside of that. I'm just not gonna hold these guys, kick dirt in their face because we didn't get to see the so-called four kings all get in the ring with each other. I'm not gonna do that because they're not the only opponents that make it happen, and that's just how I am. But we all want these guys to get up there and get in there and test themselves. But we fully not going to get that. This is boxing, and like the brother said, somebody's really fighting all the best. They're going to take a fucking loss. It's the best fighting the best. When the best is really fighting the best, somebody's going to take a damn loss. This undisputed, keeping a damn O is rare, and everybody don't have that play. Right? It's very rare, and everybody don't have the undefeated disease. Okay, that's not a common cold. It's a rare condition that a lot of people would not catch. All right, so get over that flu. Not but 147. I mean, what's next for the winner? What's next for the winner at 147? Okay, so we got two of the biggest names at 147. Some people say two of the best. Fighters at 147, about to get in the ring in a matter of a couple months, a month or so. What's next for them at 147? Because if Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney is considered the two best out of everybody at 147, including contenders and the other champions, what is left that's going to be entertaining and exciting to keep the boxing fans' minds focused on 147, which is the weight class that has really became somewhat of a ghost town, in my opinion. I mean, ever since if that chapter got closed with EJ and Bud and all those guys, 147 hasn't been anything. So I really don't want nobody down there. Just stay at 47. Do what you gotta do and get up out of there. Because after a while, if 147 don't start improving with opponents, and you stand down there, and you're a good fighter, you're gonna start looking like a duck, and like you're avoiding the next line of work. So, B. Norman versus Rolly. Okay, so let's say Brian Norman beats Devin Haney. Is anybody really going to watch Rolly Romero and Brian Norman Jr.? I mean, we like Rolly, but do people really just watch whoever Rolly get in the ring with? It don't matter? Oh, yeah. That's my guy. Jerry McCullough's one of my favorites. One of boxing's best punchers. One of boxing's hardest punchers. And just when they talk about the hardest punchers in boxing, G-Man name should come up a whole lot more than what it does. G-Man put the Hawk on his ass. G-Man stopped the Hawk. Man, G-Man is one of my favorites of all time. I think he had one of the best power punches. You know what I mean? That man can hit. Yeah, he did. See? We can't say that about today's boxers. We can say he beat some good competition, some stiff competition, but can we honestly say great? Yeah, I think this fight with Crawford and Canelo, that's considered a great matchup. That's great competition. two of boxing's top echelon, closest thing to elite, because boxing do not have a lot of elite fighters. Closest thing to elite, if not, that is a great competition, competitive fight. So hopefully, they do give us a blockbuster performance. I'm really hoping that. Oh man, Bob Farstar, man. AC, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know how these dudes was doing that back then. No, I don't. Listen, those men are rare. Okay, that era of boxing is very rare because everybody was dangerous. Everybody was dangerous. Everybody was dangerous. Even the weakest links in each weight class was dangerous. Yeah, man. You know what? I hope they do some. You know how they do boxing stories, boxing movies, man? I would love for somebody to play and do a story on Jordan McCullough on G-Man. I would love for his story to be put out there, man. This is a brutal sport. Boxing has shortened some fighters' lives. It has. That's why I respect the sport and I look at it a certain way. But this oh my God, man, almost making me want to cheer, man. Yo, G-Man is one of my favorites, man. Yeah. I heard about that. He just ordered after that nut shit he did. I thought somebody's gonna unalive Nigel Benn on that. But I know there was a few fighters that really wanted to get at Nigel Benn after that. You know, I think if Ben just started getting in trouble and all that, would stay in the ring after that, I think somebody would have got him. A lot of guys wanted Nigel Benn because of that, man. And that man said, one fight I wanted to see. Man, I wish this man could have had Nigel Benn on his resume. That's Roy Jones Jr. Oh, it would have been nice for Roy Jones Jr. to have Nigel Benn on his resume. That would have been a hell of a damn fight. Roy Jones Jr. Nigel Benn. We talking about prime boy. The most athletically ungodly gifted fighter of all time, some would say. No argument over here. I would have loved for Roy Jones would have gotten in the ring and be able to get a piece of Nigel Benn. Yeah, but you know what? That was out of fear, baby. They ain't making no excuses, but that was out of fear. He threw too many of them. He was throwing them shits like they was legal. Now, is he fought in all his fights like that? No. Does he fight a little dirty? Yeah, but come on. That was out of fear. Just like with Mike Tyson, Billy Vander Holyfield. That was out of fear, man. Listen, hey, Cash. He was like, man, let this motherfucker do that shit to me. Listen, man, listen. It was out of fear. Doesn't make it right. Because just imagine what G-Man career would have been like if he was able to finish his boxing career. Y'all know nothing about Jeremy telling G-Man? Go, man. Listen, I think I'm gonna do something on G-Man. Yeah, I'm gonna do a live on G-Man. Got to. Hey, Cash, they don't know, bro. They don't know. But where the hell is CDJ, man? Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get this dude up here. Hold on for 1 second. He was like that for real, man. He was a bad boy, man. Joe McCullough, I loved a whole lot. You know who was a heartbreaker for me, man? This guy could have been a whole lot better than what he was, but he just a 10 to lose focus, or once he really get caught, it's just taking somewhere else. TNT Terry Norris, man. Terry Norris. Melton Teller was a bitter one for me, a hard pill to swallow, man. Cause I know Melton Teller. You know, that was a hard pill for me to swallow. And then, the way Philadelphia treated Melton Teller, man, fucking diabolical, man. They doing Melton dirty. Yeah. The city of Philadelphia boxing community did not have no respect for Melton Teller, man. They taking advantage of Melton, man. It was nothing but a punching bag and target practice. Sad. Goddamn Richard Steele. Goddamn Richard Steele. See what Richard Steele did? Fuck that man over for life. Or that bad decision. Knowing good damn well there's only 2 seconds left. Because the referee has to keep time too. The referee must keep track of time too while he's in the ring. Keeping his eye on the fighters. A referee told me that. Mm-hmm. I hate him too, yo. One of the fucking worst. One of the worst refs that I ever watched in my damn life. I never liked him. He just looked like a sneaky ass. He looked like a sneaky ass alcoholic, man. He just get drunk and start doing all types of sneaky shit. But yeah, he messed the whole lot of careers up. But what y'all think about what y'all think people gonna do, man? Is Keith Thurman going to pull off a win against Pandora? I can't wait to find out. But I'm favoring Pandora, but does Keith have a chance to beat him? Yeah. I love 154, man. 154 is nasty. He's built with so much. You think he gets stopped? Wow. Hold on. Where's this motherfucker at, man? Hold on, y'all. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. Canelo wants to stop nobody. What's up, Crawford's loaded gloves? I like that. I like that. I have no problem with that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. What round do you think he's gonna stop Crawford? What round? Is it gonna be mid rounds, late rounds? Fast cash. Um, some people got to keep coming winning. 8-9. Yeah, I see that. I see that. I definitely see that 8-9. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, I tell you what, boy. Man, they gonna try to they gonna put on a pacemaker and they're gonna stab to the body. They're gonna be stabbing to the body here and there. So they think Canelo start fading later around. But what is Bud's power doesn't bother this man at all. What if Canelo is not bothered by his power? What if Canelo is not bothered by his so-called power, which I don't think this power is going to be there? What if power took a break, went on vacation at 54 and said he'd be back at 168? Yeah. All right. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. But I don't know. Yeah. I think Fundora, I don't know. I think the fight may go the distance. I'm looking for that fight to go the distance. I'm picking Fundora, but I'm picking it to go the distance. Now, it depends on how much Bud Thurman gives Fundora. Thurman gives him, Fundora. If Thurman gives Fundora too damn much, he gonna have a fucking field day to keep Thurman. So, Thurman can't give Fundora too much to eat. The snack one is not. Because if he does, it's gonna be bad. It's definitely gonna be bad for him. But yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. What y'all think Erickson Lubin gonna do? And you like Lubin in his fight? No, man. Y'all got Lubin pulling this win off in his fight? I like Lubin, man, but jumping in there with Charlo really fucked him up. I like Erickson Lubin too. Nah, yeah. I think it's 54 is too competitive for anyone with a weak mindset, and they already been kind of broken at the weight class. That's how I feel. 50-50 fight, yeah, HC, definitely 50-50. It's a 50-50 fight. I think it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, that's a clear 50-50 fight. I think that fight gonna be good. I think that matchup is gonna turn out being better than what we think. And I don't think anybody expecting that to be a bad fight. Like I'm satisfied with what we getting in the second half of 2025. It hasn't been bad at all. It hasn't been bad. So I'm liking these matchups. Now, who seen Abdullah Mason's brother Adele Mason fight? Did y'all watch this fight last week? Adele Mason, Abdullah's brother. He won by a majority decision. If y'all saw that fight, what you think about it? Didn't y'all see Adele Mason last week? Because I know a few of y'all follow the Mason brothers. I thought I always scored the decision. I would have gave it a different decision, but I thought he won the fight. But I don't know, the way he scored it, then I would have given it unanimous, in my opinion. But Danny Garcia is returning to the damn ring once again. And I mean, I like the heart, but he's fighting that weight class that's too much for him. And he started trying to campaign at 160. I don't see Danny Garcia having a good day at the office. If he's gonna be fighting at 160, he's not really no more than really a 140 guy, to be honest with you. But I don't know. He said he's gonna keep on fighting. So shout out to him, but it's not anybody I want to see Danny Garcia fight. Not at all. It's not anyone I want to see him fight. But nonetheless, he's returning. Now, what y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about Keyshawn Davis as he's going? He will return to the ring at 140. He's going up there with some perks and things like that. Even though he shouldn't be getting the favor that he's getting going into 140, but I don't know. I think, how many months have been since the, would have been about 2.5, it's been about 3 months, 3 or 4 months since the fight with, when his brother fought Nair Albright. And he said he's going to sit out for a year, but I don't think he's going to sit out for a whole year. But I want to see what he does when he come back and who's going to be his first opponent at 140. I knew Justin was talking about him earlier. Justin, you still in here, right? Who's the most likable first opponent for Keyshawn Davis at 140? Or who would you like to see Keyshawn Davis face first at 140 if you're still in here, Just do fucks with the Keyshawn Davis insisted do. That's a guy. That's a guy. But I want to see what Keyshawn Davis is going to do at 140 pounds. Now, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all who I like to see Keyshawn Davis fight. Y'all ready? I want Keyshawn Davis to fight Pitbull Cruz. I want to see that matchup. I don't think highly of Pitbull Cruz, but I want to see what Keyshawn Davis can do against a guy He's going to bring nothing but nonstop pressure and how he neutralize these attack. But you know he's a come forward. Got pretty good movement, fast movement coming outside. Try to take your head off. I would love to see Keyshawn Davis get tested. His first fight at 140 pounds. Been there with Isaac Cruz. Let's see if we can pick him apart. Let's see if we can break him down. What you think about that, AC? What y'all think about that matchup? Keyshawn Davis and Pitbull Cruz. Y'all know I got a nickname. I call him Pitbull because certain thing about him, his knockout slowed down since he moved up to 140. So he hasn't really been putting anything on anybody. To say the least, but that's about it. Hurting God's feeling, but he ain't stopping nobody. I think that'd be a hell of a test for Keyshawn Davis, in my honest opinion. I definitely love to see that fight. Here we go. What you think, AC? Hey, Cash, what you think about that fight? Isaac Cruz, Keyshawn Davis. What you think about that? BC, what you think about that, BC? Hold on, let me see if we'll do that, man. Hold on. Let me see where the hell. That's me. Trying to get this dude back in here, man. Well, I'm trying to get him in here. He ain't getting here yet. Just sent CGK a message to see where he at. Whole lot of boxing talk you've been missing out on. Here's a matchup for y'all. What y'all think about Cool Boy Steph and O'Shaquie Foster? A fight that's coming up. It's not getting a whole lot of ground, but it's definitely a good matchup. What y'all think about that? I'm going with Cool Boy. I'm going with Cool Boy Steph. Going with the hometown kid. But definitely a hell of a skilled fighter. O'Shaquie, I like O'Shaquie, but O'Shaquie don't stay consistent enough for him. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a good fight. Both of these guys, good movement, punching power around the scene. It's an evenly matched fight. So I think it's gonna be the battle of the wits. I think this fight simply comes down to better IQ. I will give O'Shaquie advantage on speed. But as far as everything else, in my honest opinion, pretty fair. Gonna be a heck of a fight. Yeah, I'm going with Cool Boy Steph. I don't know who y'all picking in that fight, but that should be a good fight, hopefully. They make it a hell of a fight. Maybe it can wind up being a fight that we're talking about for some months, or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna take Cool Boy Steph in this fight. Um, yeah, go in there, box, do what he needs to do. Shopping Foster, who's a guy like and career hasn't really got taken off hasn't really taken off or got to where we would expect it to be at this time. So we're gonna find out. Big Dog Willie, that's my motherfucking guy. Listen, y'all. Big Dog Willie is the Nostradamus of boxing predictions. That's my guy. He drops his trolls, but he be spot on. So shout out to Big Dog Willie in the building. How you doing, Big Dog? I know you on the clock just like I am. You know, they don't understand, man. We be working 2 or 3 jobs at a damn time. But yeah, hey, Big Dog, I got you in here. Real quick, Cool Boy Steph, O'Shaquie Foster, who you got in that fight? Who you got in that fight? Cool Boy Steph, O'Shaquie Foster. Yeah, I know you at work. Yeah. I know you at work. You do third shift like I do. Yeah, I'm here until 8 o'clock. You got Foster? Big Dog Willie say you got Foster in that fight. I'm taking O'Shaquie. I'm taking Cool Boy, but I ain't mad with that. I think it's a 50-50 fight, Big Dog. I think both of you guys got the same amount of advantages to win the fight. It's gonna be a good one. I think Shock is a little quicker. He may punch a little harder too, but everything else I think is pretty fair on. But it's gonna be a heck of a fight. Yeah, 50-50 for sure. It's a pick 'em fight. What's gonna happen with Bud and Canelo? I'm gonna let Big Dog Willie let y'all know, cause he been dropping his shit. What's gonna happen in that fight, Big Dog? Bud and Canelo. Mm-hmm. We got Big Dog. Um. Oh man, listen. Canelo because of the politics. Mm. You think so you think Canelo can't beat Crawford, but because of the politics? Well, Canelo does have a favor when he goes in. I mean, he does automatically go in up a couple rounds. Not that he needed, but I do think Crawford has the better skill. He's the better skilled fighter, but I'm looking at all those physical technologies too. Gotta take that into consideration, but Crawford needs to fight a smart fight and not a dog fight, Big Dog. I think if he try to get nasty, it may not work out for him like it normally does. We're gonna see. Also, the talks about this Mel and Errol Smith situation. Hopefully, we get that fight. I got EJ, even though I want my boy to retire, but hey, I'm a fan, so I'm gonna respect what these fighters do. I mean, we support them or I'm not. So, I want to see this fight if it definitely happens. I'm picking EJ. Always favorite EJ over Charlo. Um, just because but Crawford did it doesn't mean that someone else is going to be able to do it. So people need to relax. They need to relax a little bit, but I mean that's gonna be his return to the ring. I ain't mad at that, so I'm picking him for that fight, and hopefully, if he does finally get back in the ring, that this man looks okay, because that's the main thing I'm worrying about. With Errol Spence, you have to go through so much, car accident and all these other things in between. So hopefully he's the boxing commission is not bullshitting us and just passing him just to pass him to make money off him, because I think they do that too. I think with some conditions that fighters be having, they're not supposed to get passed. So a lot of times when they say, oh, they got cleared, I don't think they actually really be getting cleared. I think they just decide we ain't gonna miss out on this money, and that's just how I feel. Because boxing itself don't love no damn body, especially the people that run the sport. They don't even love these fighters. They don't even have respect for these fighters. Don't have a boxing union, none of these things, but it is what it is. It's another fight. That's in the mix. Thank you, Diaz. I don't know what the hell happened to CDK, this motherfucker. My partner's something else. See, this is what happened when you old. When you old, you become very forgetful and shit. You slow, your reflexes is not as fluent as they used to be. And sometimes you say, well, I'm gonna just sit down for a couple minutes. Next thing you know, you wind up falling asleep. Errol go to 162 fights, then fight Jen. I think Errol's active. Jab and pressure body work. Foljin Chas. Foljin? Go to 160. I ain't mad at that, AC. I ain't mad at that at all. You know what, Mr. Brown, that 154, I think. 154 is dangerous, man. Shit, I really wanted to see what Errol wound up doing at 54. I really wanted to see that. But my good brother said, man, you think you should go up another 6 pounds and take it to 160. I mean, 160 does need some life up there. They could use that up there. 160 does need some life up there. Jennebeck, okay, Jen, yeah, Jen. Oh yeah, that's right. Woo! AC, man, you're a hell of a matchmaker, bro. I like that. You got him beating Jennebeck? Yeah, I got Earl beating Jennebeck. My butter cookies, man. Yeah, that'd be nice. AC Jennebeck, yeah, I like to see that, but I don't know. I think he's coming back at 54. I'm not sure. I haven't really got a chance to do my own diligence on even coming back at 54, even 160. Oh yeah, he don't. I think Jen is more uncomfortable with taking body shot than Keefe Poo. Yeah, we know Earl like to eat that body. We know Earl like to eat that body, so I can see that. Yeah, definitely don't like the body shot. But yeah, I like that. Yeah, 160 can use a little something up there. Shit, I think a couple of these guys at 54 gonna be running up out that bitch soon. I'm telling you, 154 gonna be running some guys up out there soon. Real soon. It's dangerous at 54. I know, GS. GS, you heard me say on the component. I really didn't want to see my fight again, but y'all know me, I'm consistent on what I said. Um, just a suggestion, or it's just what I would do. It's me, but I'm not dumb. They're not me. I'm a watching. With one eye open. No, I don't want to see these fighters. They already put their life on the line already. You know, why push it any further? But it is what it is. Earl said, yeah, I'm die hard. I'm die hard, no Bruce Willis. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't like to see fighters being out the ring for that long. But yeah, some fighters that been out for around that time, maybe a little less, maybe slightly a little more. And look like they haven't skipped the beat, lost the beat, but that's rare. You know what I mean? Everybody's not gonna be able to be blessed with the with the gifts to do that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Uh, Nakatani anyway. I want somebody to be anyway. I want somebody to be. Yes, yo, to these fans about even if Errol on crutches, they'll be like, oh, he's good, he can still fight. Mm-hmm. Hell no, man. Just like with Wild, I don't want to see that man fight no more. Said NUA too good for Nakatani. NUA should move up and wait. Big dog Willie. He should move his ass up and wait. He ain't that goddamn small. He bullshit. No, you know, Japanese people, they really, I get all that. But I think this guy's a little bigger than what the fuck he is. He ain't really been tested either. They got anyway on pound for pound. Listen, no, I think the boy taking something. I think he's taking something, yo. I really think he's taking something. I don't know, just the theory of mine. But he can fight. He's strong. I get all that, but I don't know. I don't know. A lot of these fighters make me look at them weird, big dog. I be looking at a lot of these fighters with one eyebrow raised. You hear me? Lot of shady stuff going on in the sport of boxing. Lot of hate. A lot of pretending. I'm just tired of it. I'm into the guys that who want to fight each other. Don't matter who it is, when they fight them, how many times they fight. That's what I'm looking for. We don't even get too many rematches in today's boxing. We don't even get too many rematches anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Let me see, you weight fighting at what, 122? What weight class? You fighting at 22, right? I'm gonna see him go to 26. Or do y'all think that anyway is really just one of those guys who just don't put on pounds? That could be the case. Fondora may be another one who simply just don't put on pounds. AC said, what injury? He said, Diaz, what injury does Arrow have right now? See how it works. I dress you. Oh, uh-oh. Let the game begin. I'm rolling 2 hours on damn party. Bring his ass up here. I don't know, y'all. Let me see, AT. And Diaz got something going on here. Y'all like how Arrow look? I don't know, man. I don't know. Who is it? Kid Austin supposed to be returning to the ring soon, right? Somebody was actually asking me about that. I couldn't give them an answer at the time. I was in traffic, and someone asked me about that. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with Earl going to 160. Hold on, that goddamn CDK. Goddamn, I'm live. I'm telling them live now and shit. I'm back. Let me see. This guy was talking to CDC. Let me see if he come on. So you want to hit the thing, the lane. One more time for the one time. I'm stuck, dog. That's what we're gonna do. He said he got the lobby ready to rumble. So he just got, yeah, come on, man, let's come on in. I had to drop the link again. He ready to rumble. Come on in the damn link, man. Hit the goddamn link. I need my partner, you know? I get bored talking to my goddamn stuff. I don't mind doing it because Most of the time, he been a public speaker when I used to do that. So a lot of times I had to, hold a crowd down, the audience, by myself. So, but still, there we go. And my man AC coming up in the building. My brother AC. Hold on, AC. Let me get you up in here.
What's good?
What up, AC?
What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? I had to pop up on the Grumpy Old Man session.
Oh yeah, man, you're an OG yourself, so you always come in. You got a red carpet, bro. So you already know, man. What you want to cook on real quick?
What I wanted to cook on real quick was basically one of the things that I asked you in the comment earlier when I was like, do you think Bud is? I mean, Canelo is tailor made for Bud stylistically. For me, one of my arguments solely rests on 2 points of why I think Bud is going to beat Canelo. So on two things solely. For me, the weight issue is not really a thing right now because when you look at the 3 fighters who came up to fight Canelo, when you look at those 3 fighters that came up to fight him, they all did it within a 3 to 5 months time frame, right? And they didn't have time to like really adjust to the weight, and then you going in there to fight that monster. You feel what I'm saying? So when you look at the way Bud has done it, whether it's strategic or whatever it was, he had almost a year and a half to put on that weight and get used to it. It's been reported that his walk around weight is around 178, almost $180. I seen him like that in an interview in the wintertime, and it was in between fights, and he looked even bigger than what he did right there. You feel what I'm saying? So that's one of my points that he even though he hasn't had a fight up there, and my only point of that is the WBO backed you, right? When Skull was the IBF champ, I was saying, yo, you are the ambassador to the Turk. Instead of fucking around with all of this dumb shit, why don't you just go up there, fight Skull, take Skull's belt, and now Canelo, if he decides to say, I want to be undisputed again, or you can press that issue, you already there. Now you're five. So that was my only contention of waiting this long. You feel what I'm saying? When Skull was right there. Outside of that, when I say stylistically, when it came down to come forward fighters that are good, solid Mexican style fighters or come forward pressure fighters, Bud's record is 100% stoppage on all of those guys.
All right.
So he's familiar with that look. It's just minor adjustments he may have to make to get Canelo's timing. But overall, he's seen that style from Gamboa. So for me, it's those 2 points that say, all right, if Bud could take his punch and deliver a clean shot, you can beat this man on point, or you can put enough hands on him if you catch him cleanly, the shot he doesn't see, and then you do what you do as far as putting hands on people and forcing a TKO. I mean, I kind of just think that's plausible and reasonable. If anything, I'm not one of these guys that's gonna try to come up here and say, nah, Bud gonna knock this nigga out. He gonna knock him stupid and all of this other stuff. I think he gonna beat his ass. He gonna outbox the shit out of him. But outside of that, that's what it is. And you don't need all the power in the world to outbox the shit out of somebody.
Right. Yeah. Cook for me for 1 second. AC.
Yeah,
Let me handle something real quick. Thank you, bro.
Outside of that, my take on Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. This is a fight. As a Devin Haney fan, I really don't want to see. I just look at Devin Haney's last three performances, and it's not like when you look at young Devin Haney when he was nasty with it, where he could throw the double and triple jab on you. You feel what I'm saying? This is not that Devin Haney. I don't know if he was what he was trying to do with Ramirez with all of that footwork. Maybe he's trying to get that footwork movement. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to make excuses for that performance. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at a guy who can box, his father is a real real boxer, and is in his corner and coaching him, and doing a hell of a job. Because if you follow what Brian Norman's career, you see that so many adjustments this dude made. He made so many adjustments that it's just like, wow, this is actually bananas. This kid is actually putting it together. Because almost this time last year, well, give it about 6 months earlier, this time last year, about a year and a half ago, everybody was kind of looking at B. Norm Jr. in the same way we was looking at Schofield. Yeah, you got some promising shit, but you got a whole lot of stuff you need to clean up. Because right now you like a messy baby pamper.
Right.
You know? So you got to clean that shit up. Put some powder on it, a little talcum, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get some baby wipes and just make that shit, look presentable. So looking at Brian Norman Jr., how he made all of these adjustments and he believes in himself. He's embraced his champion. He's embraced the fact that he's a champion and everything else. And Devin Haney took a whole year off for simple doubt.
Yeah.
Mindset right there tells me, listen, Dev, this was the wrong fight right now. I know you trying to prove something, but this is the wrong motherfucker to try to prove it with. And if you should win, bro, listen, I'm going to be like, wow. I don't think so. I think you get slept. I think you get slept somewhere between 7 and 9.
Mm. Yeah, man. But Brian Norman Jr. said he's not coming to play around, man.
No. Oh, that interview he did in Atlanta where he's sitting inside the ring and all of that little short 5-minute interview.
Yeah.
He called everybody out. He's like, yo, a lot of dudes is actors, they're performers. I'm a fighter. I'm here, I'm here to show everybody I'm different. Me and he mentioned some Puerto Rican kid that's down with him and stuff like that. And he like, yeah, we coming in here to bring boxing back. So I'm like, whoa.
I like that mindset.
All right, I like that energy, bro. That's the same type of energy I like, with that Abdullah Mason. He got his quote right now, an appetite for smoke and shit like that. Real catchy tune, something like that'll, is something to build a pond on. That's like your brand logo for me. For me,
Yeah.
for Brian Norman, that one statement he said after that Jin Sasaki knockout, when B Norm the Storm is coming in, people grab their boots and run. That shit is classic.
Yeah.
That shit is classic. That's like that Mike Tyson shit. Everybody got a plan until they get hit. Like, yo, these niggas is that's why I fucks with Abdullah Mason and B Norm like that right now. And it's not a bandwagon thing for me because I was being brutally honest with him. Until he made the turn, I was like, yo, bro, I hope this kid make the turn because he got all the tangibles, but he need to correct that shit with distance because you throwing punches and you way out of range. Why are you doing that?
Right.
You throwing with your shoulder, step into the punch so you can get that range proper. You get that nigga right on the end of that shit, and that's when like the best knockout dudes always said, you don't even feel a knockout punch.
Right.
Because it's like I just punched straight through him. It was like nothing there. It was boom. You just heard it. And you just see the guy go down.
Yep.
So when you get them niggas on the end of that shit beating on, bro, you putting it together. So I got nothing but love and respect for him. Uh, going to the what I spoke on before, the Fulton and Oshaki Foster fight. Bro, I think that shit's gonna be boring as fuck. The two counterpunchers.
Yeah,
They both like to fight off the back foot.
right. Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know how that fight's gonna look. I really don't.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about that. Yeah, man. I'm hopefully it turned out to be something, but you're definitely right. That's a boring game of chess. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
for the sweet science heads, they gonna love that shit.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the chess move people, they gonna love that shit. The heavy Shakur fans, the heavy Devin Haney fans that say no, it's called boxing, not knockout. It's called this, not that, and all of this other stuff. They probably gonna love that matchup. Like, what do you mean? See, you don't know shit about boxing. You didn't see all those little hints and feints, and he read his body movement. And like, yeah, I saw it and I fell asleep because you know what I'm saying. For real,
Right.
it's like watching two monks, pray and shit. I don't know what you know.
Wow. Watching 2 months pray. I like that.
For real. So I don't know how to, I don't know how to, I don't know how to assess that fight coming forward. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with I'm in the same camp as you. I'm pretty happy with the way the end of this year is looking. You know what I'm saying, as far as good fights being made and stuff like that. And hey, I just can't wait to see these shits and then see what happens after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. AC. A lot of people already talking about what they know is next for fight. They ain't even happened yet.
Yeah,
But it's crazy. But I can't wait to see the rest of these fights that we got lined up, already sound sealed and delivered. I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of questions answered. A lot of people gonna need voice meters. I ain't gonna have a problem giving those out. I give
uh,
those out for a hobby. You
yeah,
need one, here it
yeah.
is. But
Yo,
definitely,
go ahead. My bad.
hold on. I got Dub Whiteside coming in the building. Hold
Uh-oh.
on, get my yeah, yo, Dub. What's happening, bro? That's my big.
Man, I'm late, man. I'm late to the show. I apologize, man. I apologize to the OG. Man, who we got?
One of my channels in the building. What's up, Dub?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you, Dub.
Who I got my brother up here with the towel up there, man. Who is my brother? Respectfully.
Oh,
It's my man AC.
Oh, I thought it, and I apologize to AC. I apologize to you, kid. I thought I seen the thumbnail before, or not the thumbnail, or the icon. I just didn't
Yeah.
know exactly who it was. I couldn't remember. I ain't that
Uh-huh.
smart. I'm just telling you the truth. So, but man, y'all go ahead. I just pulled up because I seen the OG rocking. Man, I said I gotta pull up. The OG always
Yeah,
pull up on me, so
CDK
I gotta
supposed to be
pull up.
bringing his ass up here, Dub. I just got off the phone with him. Like, hit the goddamn link. I just sent the motherfucking link 1,000 times over. Just got off the phone. Hell,
But
you been off of YouTube that goddamn long? Come on, CDK, man. Shit.
hey, as long as the brother doing well, man. As long as he doing well, I ain't got no problem with it. Hey, well, I don't know everybody's situation, but hey, shout out to CDK, man. That's the homie. You know what I'm saying? What y'all got for me?
No, he said he's back. He said set up. He said, look, let's go live. I'm goddamn it, the part of been goddamn stuff. I for AC to hold it down so I can make a fucking phone call, man. He cool. Hit the goddamn link. I don't know. I don't know, Dub. I just talked to him a couple seconds ago, man. Said he was coming on.
I ain't got no
Shit,
problem.
man.
All I'm gonna tell you is, hey, niggas go through shit, and sometimes they tell you they pulling up, and they don't pull up. Sometimes they pull up. Who knows what's gonna happen? But man, what we talking boxing, man? Y'all tell me what we talking, man. Y'all give me some.
And we talking about everything right now. We talking about how we feel, what we think about Canelo and Terrence Crawford. We talk about Keefe Pooh. We talking about everything, all the fights that's coming up. You know, we talking about all those things, man. Devin Haney, Brian Norman. You know, we just talking about all the fights that are signed, sealed, and delivered, Dub. So anywhere you want to start landing your plane or launching off, you know, you free to talk whatever you want to talk, bro. We go from there.
So, you know, I gotta start with the fight that we gonna have next. Not this weekend, but next weekend. We got two quote unquote pound for pound fighters, and Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford. I love the fight. I love the fight. I just don't see the energy for the fight, man. I don't see nobody having the real energy for this fight. But I got it 60-40, man. I got a 60-40 for Canelo. I do see ways that Bud can win the fight. I absolutely can. I see those ways. And I'll break them down if you want me to, but I think that Canelo I think Canelo gonna be a tad bit too much, but as long as Bud gets started early, we can't have the whole download information shit. We can't have that. You gotta be running shit down the middle early in that damn fight. You know what I'm saying? You got the length, you got the range. So what? I believe Bud got a 74-inch arm reach and Canelo got a 68-inch arm reach. Y'all correct?
Nah, it's 70. Canelo's at 70, I think.
Okay. So 70 versus 74. Excuse me. I apologize. But I'm looking for you to run it down the middle early. Jab, right hand early in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Utilizing, depending on what you're going to do, because I think you're going to come out there. People want to tell me he'll switch it. I think he's more of a southpaw than anything. I think you're going to have to go to the body. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you're going to hurt Canelo like that, but I think you can wear him down. Your activity rate in them first 4 rounds is going to be, it got to be special. It got to be special in them first 4 rounds. I think those first 4 rounds is going to be what really determine the fight. I think Canelo, he's going to have, he's going to be throwing arm shots. You know what I'm saying? Just looking to land anything he can land with the power he got. And so, but if Bud able to get those first 4 rounds going the way I think he can, if he ain't looking to download information, then I think he's going to change the fight. I think there's going to be a time in the fight where Bud does get hurt with a counter shot. And this is what really scares me. Bud is one of them guys that want his lick back. When you clip him, nah. Hey, I'm gonna show you who the motherfucking puncher is out here. I'm gonna show you who the fighter is out here. That's Bud. And so I think that could be a detriment. But man, if he able to start landing shots early in that fight, build the rounds up, hey man, I think he got a good chance. I think he got a really good chance. But I gotta see it. And I don't know if that's how it's gonna play out. Like I said, I got a 60-40 Canelo, man.
Hey, mad at you at all about that. What about Oshaki Falls and Cool Boy Step?
Man, I love that. I love that. I got that a 50-50 fight. I think that Cool Boy, IQ wise, I think he has a high IQ than Oshaki does. I think Oshaki gonna be the more active fighter. Power wise, I think they both have very similar power. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a knockout there, but I think Cool Boy, I got Cool Boy out boxing Oshaki. I got Cool Boy in that fight. But like I said, it's a 50-50 fight. If Oshaki can be more active, let his hands go more, not be worried about what's gonna come back, kind of try to overwhelm him, then I think he got a chance there. But also Cool Boy working with Bozy, I like what I just seen from Cool Boy. The same way I looked at Figueroa. The first Figueroa fight, you know, Cool Boy kept his back against the ropes, that type of thing. In the second Figueroa fight, Cool Boy really went on the ropes like that. He adjusted his style. And I think you got to push Cool Boy back continuously. And if you're not doing that, I don't think Cool Boy is that got to be first, but a great counterpuncher. O'Shaquie, in my opinion, I think that he needs to be first in this fight. I think he got to let his hands go. And because I think he's not as skilled as Cool Boy is. That's my opinion. I could be wrong about it. But at the same time, I think O'Shaquie got to go, bro. You got to go from the beginning. And if he able to do that and possibly hurt Cool Boy, right? Hey, that's gonna be. It depends. We always say styles make fights, right? It ain't styles don't make fights. The person who implement their style, that's what make fights. If I can implement my style on you versus you, and then stop you from implementing your style on me, that's what make fights. And I think Cool Boy, I think he's gonna be the one to be able to implement his style a little better than O'Shaquie will.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Dub, let me just ask you this question. If you feel styles don't make fights, right? It's one person implementing their style more on the other guy, then how do you feel about people who we say are stylistically made for their style is made for this person's style, and then you actually see that play out in the fight?
Well, and if you
some
want
styles predictable, that's basically the question I'm asking.
Absolutely, some styles are very predictable, and once again, when we say that, I've been wrong multiple times about saying, well, the style is all wrong for him. But he goes in and forces a guy to fight his fight. You know what I'm saying? And not allow him to use that style that we're talking about. So I do agree with you when you say that there are certain styles that are hard to overcome, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are also certain styles that are tailor-made for other styles. And because my style is like this, and now I can force you to, I can win those early rounds and force you to fight my style. That's where you usually see that. If you're a pressure fighter and you fighting against a back-footed fighter, right? Somebody that's gonna take them half steps back, they're gonna force you to come forward. You coming forward anyways, but they not sitting in the pocket with you like that. I'm able, as a back-footed fighter, I'm able to utilize my jab, my timing, my speed. I'm able to utilize that against you. You're a pressure fighter with power, but if I'm not giving you the opportunity to land your power, then it negates your style. But if you're also a pressure foot or a front-footed fighter, or a pressure fighter, and I'm a back-footed fighter, and then I end up in the pocket or on the ropes with you, well, now I'm giving you the opportunity to land everything you want to. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm gonna say it like I would say it like this. In the argument, some styles are styles. This person's fighting style is tailor-made for this person's fighting style. I can pretzel that into what you were saying as far as it's the person's ability. So you could be a come forward fighter. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you an example of a great come forward fighter that this guy, I was questioning his career because he seemed like he was on the geriatric Geritol fight plan. And then he fought a young guy who was a tough guy. And he did the same exact thing that he did to those old guys to this young guy. And that's Bam Rodriguez. Bam is a come forward fighter, but he can come forward and then give you angles. He's here, bang, bang. Now I'm over here, bang, bang. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to say it like this.
But I would disagree with you. I would disagree because I do think Bam is somewhat a come forward fighter, but
no, he is. He is.
hold
Not
on,
somewhat.
real quick.
Go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is that the thing that, once again, like I say, it's the individual who able to implement their style. And in that situation, when we talk about the fighters that Bam fought, even, and I say it respectfully, I'm a Rung Vasai. I love Rung Vasai. Rung Vasai is one of my well, I think he retired now. I think he's retired. I ain't seen him fight in a while, but Rung Vasai has always been one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? And when Bam, even though Bam walked to him to some degree, Bam didn't just walk to him. Bam changed angles on his ass so quickly that he wasn't able to adjust to the shit.
And that's what I was just saying. I was just saying Bam is a come forward fighter that knows how to utilize those angles. He'll come forward and then whop, be at an angle, bang, bang, catch you, and then slip over to the other angle, bang, bang, catch you right there. That forces you back, and now he's coming forward again. But Bam is also, he also has that ability or IQ of knowing, all right, I'm a come forward fighter, so let me surprise somebody and then go on the back foot for a little bit, but show some defense.
My argument, and I'm not disagreeing with you whatsoever. I'm not disagreeing. So when I'm making this argument, don't think I'm disagreeing with you. I agree 100% with everything you're saying. What my argument would be is that even though you want to look at, I don't look at Bam as a like Lomachenko, in my opinion, is not a come forward fighter. He can come forward to some degree, but at the same time, Lomachenko, he changes angles continuously throughout the fight. That's kind of how I look at Bam. I don't look at him as a strictly come forward fighter.
He got that matrix ability in him.
Right. And so I compare them to each other, but when I speak on a come forward fighter, I would look at somebody like a Pitbull Cruz.
Or Oscar Valdez. Pitbull Cruz, Oscar Valdez.
It's crazy you said it because Oscar Valdez was literally, I put it on everything I love, that was in my mind. They're not going to change angles the same way that Bam and Lomachenko are. Now, Bam and Lomachenko, they're going to come forward, but they're more boxers than pressure fighters, if that makes sense. And I think most those guys, Pitbull, Oscar Valdez, they're pressure fighters. Come forward, and when I say pressure fighters, that's what I mean when I say come forward fighters. There's a difference because even with a nigga who a Lomachenko, in my opinion, when Devin fought Lomachenko, I thought Devin fought the wrong style. I thought that him trying to work the body the way he did, I understood what was going on there, but I thought he sacrificed the jab way too much in that fight. I thought he sacrificed his length way too much in the fight. Against somebody like JoJo Diaz, he jabbed the shit out of JoJo Diaz, taking half steps back. JoJo Diaz landed his shots, but JoJo Diaz is a pressure fighter. And so I think it just depends on the style. But once again, it goes back into what I said from the beginning. It's not about your style. It's if you're able to implement it against the other fighter. And
some people are elites at a particular style. That's where I wanted to kind of bring everything full circle. Like you can be a come forward fighter, but are you of the elites like a Julio Cesar Chavez or who was the other guy I was just thinking of? Roberto Duran, or one of those type of guys. I would probably say Marvin Hagler was a come forward pressure fighter, who also was a switch hitter, which a lot of people don't really realize about Hagler. He was a true switch hitter.
Agreed, but who did he lose to?
I think Marvin Hagler retired undefeated. I don't think he lost. Let me look that up. Let me be sure. I don't believe Marvin Hagler lost to anybody. I think a lot of people ducked Marvin Hagler. That's why he retired. Let me see this. Because I think one of his last was supposed to be Sugar Ray Leonard.
Marvin Hagler, respectfully.
He only lost to Sugar Ray. He only lost.
That's not the only person. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong about this. I think he had multiple losses in his career.
No. He's got one draw, which was with Vito Antiforno, a guy who was like 45-3-1.
Marvin Hagler, he lost. Correct me if I'm wrong. He lost to Willie Monroe.
No,
I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that.
Wait. Why am I seeing? Okay, hold on. Yes, he did. Yes. See the way when I got down to it, my joint was loading up to bring up the rest of because he's got his shit go down. Like damn, god damn, Hagler. Yeah, he's got 3 losses. Marvin Hagler only got 3 losses. He lost to Bobby Watts. He lost to Bobby Watts, who was 27-3.
I don't remember the Bobby. Well, respectfully, that was before. I don't remember Bobby Watts. Respectfully.
Yeah, he lost to him with a majority decision, and he lost to Willie Monroe. Unanimous.
He lost to Ray. He lost to Sugar Ray as well.
And Sugar Ray, and he had the only draw he had was with the Vito guy. Yeah,
but the thing is, my thing was and hey, you know, like I say, I'm an 88 baby, so a lot of this happened before my time. You know what I'm saying? I never got to watch the Marvin Hagler. Yeah, I think he retired before I was born, and I say that respectfully. Yeah, I say
he was definitely retired. He was an 80-something baby.
I'm an 88 baby.
Wow, so, you were born the year I graduated from high school, my guy.
Damn, right? Well, call me young without calling me young. Shout out to y'all, man. But I remember going back and watching some of them fights. You know what I'm saying? And even
retired the year you were born. He retired in '88. His last fight was with Ray Leonard. He sat out a whole year to see if Ray Leonard would give him that fight and shit like that. And Ray Leonard ducked the rematch, and then he wound up retiring.
So all I'm saying that then my only thing is that Marvin Hagler, one of the greats as far as being a come forward fighter, a pressure fighter. He gonna slug with your ass. You know what I'm saying? Even and Tommy Hearns, respectfully to the Hitman, one of my favorite fighters of all time. You know what I'm saying? He want to fight at range on your ass. He want to utilize that jab there and utilize that backhand on you. You know what I'm saying? He want to run it down the middle. But and that me personally, I'm just talking about myself. One of the greatest fights, in my personal opinion, that ever happened, even though it only lasted 3-4 rounds, something like that. It's still, man, it was a goddamn dog match, that entire fight. But Hitman, he got drawn into a fight he should have never been in.
Exactly. He should have stayed disciplined, stayed using his range, his feint, because at that time he fought Hagler, Tommy Hearns had the best feints in all of boxing because he feints you, and next thing you know, you knocked out.
Hey, on note, real quick, shout out to Mr. Chairman. I think Mr. Chairman said he backstage right now. I don't know if he's still backstage, but Crush the Legend, you there? All right, I don't know if Crush there. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman said he was backstage. He said he was backstage, so I just had to put that out there. But no, I agree 100% with what you're saying there. My thing is it still went into. I think that if Tommy Hearns stayed disciplined, fought behind this jab the entire, he got into a slugfest that he should have never been
with the wrong motherfucker. You should never be in a slugfest. You don't get in a slugfest with that nigga.
Fact, but it goes back into what we said from the beginning. Who can implement their style? And that's what happened in that fight.
And that's where I'm saying. Now I'm gonna ask you this question.
All right.
If you put Canelo, right? Okay. We're only talking about Canelo. If you put Canelo in a top 25
All
of come
time?
forward fighters. Of
All
come forward
time?
fighters.
Are you saying all time, or just in his era?
Go back to the Tommy Hearn era. That's when you had Roberto Duran, you had Chavez, you had basically about three come forward fighters all in the same era. Three legendary come forward fighters in the same era, and they actually got to mix it up. You feel what I'm saying? So going back as far as that, looking at come forward fighters, where would you place Canelo? And let's just say we talking top 25. Would he make your top 10, top 5, top 15, top 20?
So I'm gonna be honest. I think Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I think he's developed a lot from just being a come forward fighter. You know what I'm saying? Oh god. If I all right,
See, that's a hard ass question, bro.
yeah, you hear me struggling right now to even answer this shit, respectfully. So I wouldn't put him over. What? Give me a year. And the only reason I say, well, or give me the fighters that you want to. I don't know how you want to do it. It's a hard question to answer because, like I said, I'm an 88 baby. I don't know all the come forward fighters like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Especially when we go back to Roberto Duran. I know the
so
big
let's all right. So your era in boxing would mainly be the Floyd Mayweather era. Did you get to see any of the James Toney and
I love no. I started watching boxing probably in 93, 94, somewhere.
All right, so you got some.
That's when I really started watching. That's when I really started watching it. So 5-6 years old.
All right. I mean, 96, 97, that's like at the height of James Toney when he actually made Source Magazine, hip hop videos.
Yeah, I never looked at James Toney as a come forward fighter though.
No, I'm not saying he was, but I'm just saying going back to that era. That's the Roy Jones era, James Toney.
Yeah. Mike Tyson, my favorite. Me and Mike Tyson got the same birthday. That's my favorite fighter.
Okay, so he's a come forward fighter.
Absolutely,
come forward pressure fighter.
Absolutely.
So all right, let me think. Who else? Bone Crusher Smith was a come forward pressure fighter. Let me think. Who else? See, I may have to go down to the lighter divisions to actually.
And well, the thing is, so if we're not gonna bring in,
was Trinidad? Let me think.
Trinidad was more of a boxer than a just
He was. What about Ike Cortain? Let me think.
He was more of a pressure fighter than a boxer, in my opinion.
Yeah. Ike Cortain was like, to me, like watching the real.
Now, if you break it down from the 90s moving forward, then I would definitely say Canelo is a top 10 pressure fighter. I would say that.
Okay.
Would you disagree?
If I did, it'd be hard to justify.
And at the end of the day, we ain't perfect about none of this shit. I'm just asking,
right now, off the top of my head, it makes perfect sense to kind of place him in that era because that's like when young Canelo was still in boxing. Like, but he wasn't. I don't know what year he made his actual American debut. You feel what I'm saying? I actually got his box rec up, so why don't I shut the fuck up and just?
I don't even know. I have no clue when he made his American debut. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think shit about Canelo Alvarez. And I say this respectfully. I didn't think shit about Canelo until I believe he fought.
That wouldn't be Canelo's. That wouldn't be Canelo's era. He was a baby. All right.
No.
In the 90s, like Canelo first started fighting in 2005.
I think Cotto.
Yeah, Cotto. Ooh. So pressure fighter Miguel Cotto, Canelo Alvarez. But I think did they fight?
I think I believe they fought. I believe they did. And I remember, I ain't gonna say, but I believe because they fought when I had graduated. I was getting ready. I hadn't graduated college yet. I was getting ready to graduate. I graduated in 2010, in January, and at that time, you know what I'm saying, like me and my guys, respectfully, we used to watch boxing. Like we used to box each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that had to be a 2010 situation.
Yeah. So
2011 maybe.
his first American fight was against a guy named Larry Mosley, 15-2-2 at 147 pounds, 2008.
I don't know Larry Mosley like that.
Yeah, me neither. I don't.
I'm just telling you the truth.
I'm just being honest. I don't even like if I did see Canelo American debut, because it seems as though
I'm gonna tell you.
Larry Mosley, he fought a dude named Raul Pinzon, 16-1. They fought in Milwaukee.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna just be honest. When I first actually started looking at Canelo Alvarez, it was the what's my brother's name, man?
He did fight Miguel
Citron. When he fought Citron, is it Citron? Kermit. Is the nigga named Kermit? I might be wrong about it. I believe Kermit Citron. I might be wrong. I might be having it. But I think he stopped Kermit Citron, and that was the first time I ever even knew who Canelo really was. Like I didn't know who the nigga was, and I was a Citron fan for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then after that, I believe that's when he fought. I think he fought Josecito Lopez after that, and then he fought Shane Mosley.
Shane Mosley came right after Citron.
Okay. So, well, I remember the fight, and the only reason I remember him, so it was Citron, Mosley, and Lopez. I'm asking.
No, Trout. No. Lopez.
Hell no.
Lopez
He fought
and
Austin
then
Trout. No, he fought Austin Trout.
He fought Citron.
He fought Austin Trout right before he fought Floyd.
He fought Citron, Mosley, Lopez, then Austin Trout.
Okay. No. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know if I said that. I might not have said it that way.
But he did fight Cotto. He did fight Cotto in 2010. That was May. He fought him in May 1st, 2010.
But I don't think it went. Was it Miguel or his brother? That was his brother, though, wasn't it? Wasn't it his brother?
Huh?
That one Miguel Cotto, that was his brother, wasn't it?
Yeah. Miguel Cotto.
I didn't know the brother like that. I didn't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like until and really what happened for me when he fought Floyd, that's when I went back and looked at, and I was like, damn, he fought Miguel Cotto, brother. I didn't even know that. I didn't know it. So that's
he fought both of them. He fought Miguel Cotto after he knocked out James Kirkland.
But he fought Miguel Cotto. That shit had to be like, that was like 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah, 2015.
Yeah. So,
and then he had the Amir Khan fight.
Yeah, no, I got you. All I'm saying is the way I just, man, Canelo wasn't really on my, like he wasn't on my radar as far as boxing went at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He really didn't get on my radar until like I said, when Citron fought him, he stopped Citron, I believe, and I was always I thought Citron, man, I thought he was the goods. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Citron lost a couple fights, but that nigga could fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always had respect for him, and so I ain't had no problem. Like, even with the Paul Williams fight, I ain't had like he lost the Paul Williams fight, but at the same time, Paul Williams was that guy as well, in my opinion. So,
yeah.
Like
the one fight that I thought dude was young enough, strong enough, you know. I thought James Kirkland was gonna be the guy that beat to knock Canelo out. I thought James Kirkland had the goods to knock him out. I mean, he was putting hands on everybody. You know, just about everybody he fought. Yeah, by the time they fought, he did have the one loss. You know, let's just really.
I don't even remember, and I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't because he beat Angulo. Kirkland did. I don't even remember who the fuck did he lose to
before
Canelo.
Before Canelo, his first loss was to Nobira Ashita.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I wasn't like.
I know he
in
lost
this
to
fight. I
Montiel.
don't think I was hip to James Kirkland. I think it was the fight, the Dennis Sharp fight. That's when I was like, oh, who the fuck is this guy? Knocked James Sharp out in the first round. Then went to Alex Hilaros or some shit like that. I'm fucking his name up. Then got a TKO on him.
The Angulo fight was when I knew who Kirkland was. Like, I didn't know who the nigga was until, and I believe he stopped it. I believe he stopped Angulo as well. Like,
yeah, he got the TKO in the 6th round.
Yeah. So
yeah, and that fight happened down in Mexico. He went to Mexico for that Angulo fight. I remember that shit.
I didn't know who James Kirkland was. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, respectfully. And
yeah, to me, he was just a little light-skinned, swole dude because he had the big shoulder muscles. You know, he had the back. He was just on swole. Like, God damn, bro, you a boxer? I gotta see you. You know, that's what kind of, made me check out James Kirkland because,
man, I just remember when that nigga got knocked out by goddamn Montiel, and I was like, bro, all right, bro, you got to go and let it go, bro. You got to let it go, cause
yeah, he was finished by the time Montiel got to him,
and that was in like what 2018 or some shit. So I'm like, bro,
yeah, 2020, because the Canelo knockout. I think that one fucked him up because that look on his face when he got cracked.
Bro, that shit hurt. Hey,
I was like,
shout out to the light-skinned brothers, man. Shout out to the light-skinned brothers.
This nigga just got the expression stuck on his face. Like, damn, how do you get knocked out and the expression on your face? It's stuck. So, yeah, I was like, oh my God, and this guy got fucked up. Then he come back and he get a TKO and then a KO after that. So I was like, yeah, but the guy he fought was 13-14. Kobe Quarter. I remember seeing that fight and I was like, James Kirkland, why is you in a 6-round fight?
Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Respect. And I always say, man, I don't want to see these niggas. Like, I think I probably get more upset when niggas are still fighting and now I don't want, like, even with Roy. I love Roy Jones.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm not trying to see you get knocked out, bro. I'm not trying to see that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's too, and I got it. I understand it, but go ahead. I apologize.
I was just saying overall, that would be a good conversation to have to just go into looking at certain fighters' style and then saying, all right, who were the greats at that style? You know what I'm saying? That they could make the minor adjustments and then actually take the other guy that people were saying stylistically, you are tailor-made for this guy, and then you just turn the tables because of pressure, power, or whatever it might be that you're able to turn the tides. It could just simply be a ring IQ. You're a pressure come forward fighter, but you have a hell of a monstrous IQ. You're a master at cutting the ring off. So even the guys with the best footwork can't get away from you. Look at Mildred Taylor. That motherfucker got knocked out in the last 10 seconds of his fight. Of almost a master class.
He got the fight last 20. That big go what?
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez gets knocked out that like damn near a couple of seconds right before the bell. Bang, douche, you out. You out cold, slumped between the ropes. One of your knees behind you and shit like that. Your foot behind you. Never seen Manny get knocked out like that.
Bruh, because you brought up Manny, I look back at somebody like what's my brother's name, man? Margarito.
Yeah.
Margarito was a dog out there. He was a dog.
Yeah.
He took a couple losses, but an absolute dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate I hate the situation that we live in today where niggas can't take a loss. I hate that. And the reason I hate it because some of my favorite fighters, some of the guys that I love to watch, you know what I'm saying, as a youngster, coming up, watching boxing, all these niggas took losses back then. And yeah, because you took a loss, it ain't like we shitted on you. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite fighters, Shane Mosley. What? Shane Mosley got what? 8 losses or some shit? And he's still, and a lot of those losses, I got to be honest, a lot of them losses end up being at the end of his career. I think the nigga got knocked out. The nigga got beat by David Avanesian, bro. So I say that respectfully. I'm just saying that respectfully. But shit, man, Shane Mosley, he ain't ducked no wreck, bro. He wanted to smoke with everybody. Everybody. And in my personal opinion, I thought he dropped. I ain't gonna say dropped. Let me rephrase it. I thought he hurt Floyd. I thought he hurt Floyd in that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Glove did touch the mat though. Regardless of what they say, Glove did touch the mat.
I thought he should have been. I thought it should have been counted. That's just my opinion. They didn't count it. It's on them.
Yeah.
Winky Wright. Man, Winky Wright. Man, one of the greatest high guards we've ever seen in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead. I apologize.
No, I was just gonna agree with you because I've always been the person that said I think Winky Wright has the best high guard in all of boxing because them long arms, like this dude used to know how to put the high guard in where everything was tucked in.
Man, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Floyd ducked Winky?
Yeah.
He definitely ducked that man.
Yeah.
He didn't want no smoke with Winky, bro.
No, I seen Floyd call out. I don't remember the first fighter name. I just had it in my head. He called out 2 dudes. He called out this dude that he actually did fight. I would have to go back to his box rec to remember his name. And he called out Spatafora. Fought the first guy, beat him, and then never called out Spatafora.
The only thing I give, and I will say, because outside of Canelo, you know what I'm saying, and I say this respectfully, outside of Canelo, you know what I'm saying, Floyd really ain't never get, he ain't get above 50. You know what I'm saying? I think he fought Canelo at a catch weight. He might have fought. That was another fight. I believe he fought at a catch weight. Damn.
You talk about Floyd came all the way up from 126.
Agreed. No, I agree. But that's the only reason I would say because Winky, hell, he was a damn middleweight. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. But the buzz was out there though. The talk in the magazine.
We wanted to see it. We wanted to see the damn fight. Absolutely. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta pull this shit up. There's somebody else he fought at I think he fought him at 51, something like that. I can't remember who though. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me give me a second. I'm going to box, right? God damn. Now y'all got me going to box, right? You see what y'all do? This how y'all do me. This how y'all do me right here. Hold on. All right. Okay, he fought Miguel
Canelo at $150.
He fought Miguel Cotto at 51 and Canelo at 50.
De La Hoya, he fought at 50.
He fought.
Yeah, he weighed in 50. De La Hoya was 54.
Hold on. I'm on Boxer right now. Let me look. Okay, I see. You're right. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Damn, I thought they fought. I swear I thought they fought at 47.
So did I. For years, I thought they fought at 47. But I was like, what? At 54? I just wanted to make sure that both of them weighed in at 54. Because I remember De La Hoya was 154 pounds.
Damn,
and then you talk about his rehydration.
Yeah. But, and it's crazy because this is when I first got to college, right? And the craziest thing is so I had to go back and watch the Oscar De La Hoya fight. I missed the fight the original time. When he fought Ricky Hatton, I can tell you exactly what we was at Georgia Southern. We had took a trip down to Southern. I went to Valdosta State. We took a trip down to Southern, and that's when what they call it 24. What it ain't 20? Is it 24/7?
Yeah.
They had is it
24/7?
When they had that going, and this when I first started smoking weed, bro. Like I ain't never smoked, drank, nothing like that. I fought my knee up, you know what I'm saying? My first year of college. And so when I fought my knee up, I just, hey, niggas start acting a damn fool like that. I'm just telling the truth. So me and my roommates and shit, man, we go down to Southern, and my partner, we only went down there because one of my roommates, his partner was at Southern, the dope man down there, you know what I'm saying? Got all the good weed. I'm talking about we playing what you call it? Is it fight night?
Yeah.
I think fight night. We playing fight night. We looking at 24/7, and then we going to the bar and shit to watch the damn fight. You know what I'm saying? And you can't down there. You can't drink like that. You got to go across the border. You know what I'm saying, to get alcohol and shit. So unless you're going to the bar. And so we went to the bar to watch the fight, and I remember.
Where was you at, in Georgia?
Yeah, in Georgia.
Man, you should have went down to College Point, man. You could have got you something to drink.
Man, well, but once again, first off, at this current moment in time, nigga, I'm 19. I can't even buy no shit. You feel me?
Man, in one of them strip clubs down in College Point, bro, you be all right, man.
But man, we didn't understand it like that at the time. We didn't understand that.
Yeah,
man, we were just happy to be rocking.
Exactly.
We were just happy. So
at 19, I wasn't in a rush to go into no strip club neither, especially for a drink.
Nah, not man. Even when we went to the bar, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we done came down this motherfucker with $90 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got we only
get up in there, 2 drink minimum and 2 lap dance minimum.
Man, you already know we on time, man. We on a certain type of time out here, man. I'm just telling you. So, but I remember it was crazy because we watched that 24/7, and I was like, man, Floyd finna beat the shit out of his ass. And some of the other guys, they was like, man, and mind you, we smoking all that kind of shit, watching 24/7. They was like, man, this nigga might stop Floyd. I'm like, bro, what are you, man? This nigga finna get his ass whooped. We talking about Ricky Hatton at the time.
Yeah.
On everything I love, we talking about Ricky Hatton, and niggas they literally telling me, man, this nigga, man, he got a chance to stop Floyd. Then we get into the damn bar. Man, Floyd hit his ass with the check hook, and the nigga run his head into the goddamn turnbuckle out there, motherfucker. Oh, I'm acting a fool out there. I'm acting a
Bro,
fool.
let me, yeah, this one pissed me off because Marquez couldn't even make 146. He weighed in at 142.
One man, you talking about Juan Manuel?
Yeah. Um,
Okay, you know he said that fight that shit probably should have happened at a catchweight as well.
yeah. Everybody was actually trying to see if they could at
But
least
Floyd was the big dog at that
138,
time.
140. Yeah.
Floyd
And
was the
Floyd
big
was like,
dog.
no,
Floyd got to
no,
call that shit.
no, If he really want this fight, he gonna come up.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd made that man come up. Then there 3 weight classes to fight him. I was like, that man looked like a old Mexican dude with a taco at a taco stand.
What? He got knocked down. He got dropped in what the fourth round or some shit.
Yeah, but they Floyd got the decision on him.
No. I understand Floyd. It wasn't even a close decision, but
Yeah, it
Mark,
was unanimous decision. Easy fight for Floyd.
but and I'm just being honest. The way I looked at it at that time, I was like, man, this shit ain't fit. Bro.
I'm looking at his box rec, and it seems as though, like, when you look at what he did in 2005,
Who?
Floyd.
Okay, Floyd. Okay, go ahead.
Just let me tell you the 3 fights he had in 2005. 3 fights.
He fought Gotti in 2005, didn't he?
Yeah, he had Henry Brussels, solid dude, 21-2-1. I remember Henry Brussels. I used to like Henry Brussels.
I didn't know him.
Solid boxer.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know Brussels. I didn't know him like that.
He wasn't like a big name, but he was solid competition. Like if you sleep on Henry Brussels, he'll beat you.
That was right after what's the nigga name?
He's like a glorified Henry Brussels.
That was after Corley. That was after Corley, right?
Yeah. So Henry Brussels would be like, I don't really want. He's not a gatekeeper, but he's gatekeeper-esque, if that makes sense.
I ain't gonna lie.
Henry Brussels, like I did like Henry Brussels. I did like his style. I did like to watch Henry Brussels. After him, he fought Gotti. You feel what I'm saying? And then he fought Sean, and he ended off the year with Sean Bay Mitchell.
I remember. I kind of remember the Mitchell fight, kinda. But I don't.
Sean Bay was my dude. I was like, oh, he's one of.
I ain't never like. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on, if you don't mind me asking, and I told you I'm 88, baby. So a lot of those guys, I ain't really like. I focus more at that time on bigger names, those type of things. What if you don't mind me asking? What year you were born?
I was born in '68. The year King was assassinated.
Yeah, you got 20 on me. You got 20. All right, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, like I tell certain people, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm one of the OGs that's probably gonna never get old because I came up when black and white TVs were still around. Hey, you feel what I'm saying?
My dad, hold on real quick. My dad came up with black and white TVs. I took my son to my dad's house one time, and get what he said. Why are you watching this shit in gray? Why is it in gray?
Yeah, bro. I grew up big, basically from the tape recorder or the tape deck to the boom box.
I got you.
To the Walkman, to the Discman, to the MP3 player, to the little
So you know more boxing than I can ever even think of. Respectfully, you know way
probably, but more than likely forgot about 60, maybe 70% of it because all.
Wait a minute, hold on, Crush. We're not gonna have it. The man said he done forgot more boxing than I ever know. That's what he just told me. He said,
"No, I'm not saying it like that. Nah, you fucking with me." No, I'm saying like whatever boxing knowledge that I do have, a lot of it is probably all mixed up and jumbled and maybe forgotten because of the amount of weed I smoked. And then half the time I was watching from basically all of the 90s and 2000 up to now. Most of the fights I'm watching, I'm high as hell. I don't drink, but I just smoke weed. So I just be like zonked out on weed, like, all right, man, I'm high as hell, and if this fight boring, this shit gonna put me the fuck to sleep. So I gotta get up and do something.
Hey, Z, I gotta tell you this. I think there was a time, and this ain't the first time me and you done rock with each other. I think there was a time I might have disrespected you. I don't know if it. I don't remember who show it was on. I don't know. I don't want to call no names. This is my brother Chris show, but I apologize to you. I apologize to you because I might have been out of order that night.
Nah, it's all gravy, bro. I never take the internet chat or internet beefs serious like that, because at the end of the day, where I grew up here in Brooklyn, me and my best friend, my crew, we'll be at each other. Then come that Friday, like, yo, where we at?
What we doing? Where we going, bro?
It's like, where we going?
Yeah. That's how I
ain't nobody thinking about that bullshit, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Ain't nobody.
Well. I'm just being honest.
No, I'm not saying it to you. I just be like, with my man's after, whether we had a beef, whether, what us as friends, we would fight, but we wouldn't punch each other in the face. It would more or less be wrestling contests and tussling with niggas. And I wasn't the biggest dude, so half them shits, if it was a tough tussling contest, I lost until I started, working out with my cousin Robertson, who was all-state Division I wrestler. Yeah, he even had a scholarship to go to one of the best wrestling schools in this country and stuff like that. And when I learned how to make my hips heavy and stuff like that, that's when I was good. Like I had hands. I boxed and I went to school for Taekwondo, two disciplines that require, real good footwork. Plus I could dance.
Man, so, I always say, I grew up in my hands. I got hands today, right? And I don't want no smoke. I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want no smoke.
I'd rather make people laugh.
Yeah, hey. My partner, one of my best friends to this day, we used to do something when you said, like you said, we ain't gonna hit you in the face, but if we got smoke with each other, from the waist and above, neck and below, that's what you got. As long as you ain't get nobody to fight, hey, we gonna get it in. Man, I got a partner, man.
And if you hit me in my face, then we ain't gonna be no friends no more, because now it's a real fight.
Now it's real. My brother,
we ain't two friends fighting no more. No, dude, you just punched me in my face. No, and that's how we got down. So, for the most part,
we used to call it thumping. That's literally, we call it thumping. And thumping is everything.
Where you from? And y'all called it thumping. That's what we called thumping.
Y'all called it thumping too?
Yeah, in my day, like when I was in high school.
Nigga, I'm from Middle Georgia.
We be like, yo, me and this dude, we was getting it in. We was thumping hard body, man. Like, I thought, we was thumping with them niggas over there in Brownsville.
I'm from Middle Georgia, bro. Like I always tell you, I ain't from Atlanta. I'm from 2 hours below Atlanta. Look up Warner Robins, Georgia. Georgia.
I guess East Coast slang stay East Coast, bro. And it always come back around.
And so, but the thing is, my partner Big Kill, the nigga was all and it's crazy because at this time, what I'm saying, like I said, middle school, high school, that type of thing. Nigga all of 265 at the time. And fast as hell now. 5'8", 265. You put it together. You know what I'm saying? Fast feet, fast hands. And I started thumping with the nigga. Man, got me. We was in my grandma's front yard on everything I love. In my grandma's front yard, and my mama car is in the front yard. He got me on the damn car, beating the shit out my ass. Hey, Santee. Oh! All right, it's over. After that, get what I said. I'll never fight that nigga again. I never fight him again. Never in my life. That man, the one time they always ask you if you ever lost a. Yes, I have. It wasn't no true fight because we were thumping and chest only. You know what I'm saying? Waist up, neck down. But man, he put hands on me so bad, and on everything I love. I put this on my son's life. Man, I don't know the exact time frame behind it, but it ended up happening because we used to walk home and shit like that, right? Man, shout out to Just Doing the building. Salute to my brother. Man, this nigga. So you used to have pet rallies in middle school and shit. Man, we got a pet rally. We got a nigga, he acting crazy. And I mean, Darian, that was my guy. I fuck with Darian. I fuck with him to, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't really talk to him today. Let me be honest. I don't talk to him today. But I always, that's my guy. Man, him and Big Kel got into it. He slapped Big Kel, slapped his ass. Same nigga who done whooped my ass on my damn mama car. Man, Big Kel said, all right, hey. We all walk home together, right? We all walk home at that time together. So he said, I'm going to catch your ass in the field. And anytime we walk home, we all used to cut through the field. That was a shortcut. So we cut through the field. Man, them niggas, they started fighting. And they weren't thumping. Them niggas was fighting. Man, Big Kel slammed his ass, right? And started, like, you 9 times out of 10 niggas, they just punch and shit like that. Man, this nigga started doing the pound fist on his ass. And it got to a point, Big Kel man, that's my brother. And to this day, that's still my brother. I love Big Kel. Like, he married now. I know his family. Man, that's my brother. Man, he pounded. And I'm like, oh, bro, oh. So our other partner, Santee was the one who saved me when Big Kel was whooping my ass. Santee and Big Kel used to call themselves the fat boys. I was always too slim to be a fat boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, Santee came up on Big Kel and hit that nigga. Bro, you gonna kill him. Get the fuck off of him. I'm like, bro, what the? Bro, that shit had got crazy. You like, I was like, bro, I like to see the damn attempt murder out this motherfucker. It was so, the way he was beating the nigga ass, bro, you were like, man. After that, I was like, if I could rock and now he whooped my ass, but if I could rock with that, man, I ain't worried about none of this other shit. I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my hands will speak for themselves when it's time, but I don't even know how I got to that. I don't even know how we got there. Crush, real quick. Crush, you in the building?
What up?
Did you get in contact with CD?
Man, he still ain't bought his ass on here, man.
We gotta get CDK back in the building, man. I'm gonna reach out to him tomorrow, man. I love CDK. I gotta reach out. But no, go ahead, AC. I apologize for cutting you off.
No. It's all gravy, bro. I was just getting ready to get up out of here because I got to do an overseas call at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I don't even know if I'm gonna go to sleep yet or.
No, don't go to sleep, bro. If you don't go to sleep. Go ahead and find your. And you got. I don't know where yet, but if you're on the East Coast, you got 2 hours. So once you fall asleep, you finna fuck that whole call up, bro. I'm just telling you.
I was about to just take the dogs out and just let them run in the park and shit like that. Because I got this
go
new
do all
puppy.
of that.
I got this new puppy, and this nigga is just crazy.
What type of dogs you got?
I got a Shiba Inu and a Maltese.
Man, you got them pretty ass dogs.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, man. I can't have. I don't want no animals. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I used to raise pits and stuff like that. All pedigree dogs. You know.
How the fuck you end up with a Shibu poop? What you call them? Shibu what?
A Shibu Inu.
How you end up with a Shibu and did you say Shih Tzu? What was the other
And the
dog?
Maltese.
How you end up with them?
Because before them, I had a Maltese. It's just like the thing with pits is, you know, um, nowadays everybody want these hybrids, and that's the gray joints. You feel what I'm saying? And people are not realizing that the paperwork on these gray dogs aren't real. You know what I'm saying? If your gray pit actually comes from, and it's got paperwork, and it's from the Kennel Club, or I forgot the other major thing that has the shows and stuff like that, that does have the gray pits, you'll find the majority of their bloodline is Staffordshire Terrier, because it's definitely easier to get a gray staff than it is to actually get gray pit bulls.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. So I love dogs, right? I love dogs, but I don't want no. I ain't had no dog in damn 15 years, damn near. My brother. I don't want to say everything I'm gonna say. I ain't on. Shout out to my brother. I ain't gonna say everything that he does with dogs, but
No, you just do the same thing.
No, but he got into selling dogs, and he do it with them damn what you call them miniature, them small motherfuckers, the small bulldogs. What you call them?
It's either the French bullies.
Frank. That's it. The French ones.
Yeah, the French.
And he be like, bro,
with the bat like ears. With the bat like ears.
But he be like, bro, I said I can sell one for 10,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck you gonna sell a dog for $10,000? That don't even it don't even register to me. But he got he got a whole.
Let me put it to you like this. If you wanted to buy one of my pits, mine's were snooty Eli's, straight up and down Kobe's. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I have no clue what that means.
Oh, Kobe is the breeder. So when you see that picture of Jack Johnson, old school picture of Jack Johnson with a pit bull,
okay,
that's a Kobe dog. The dude who started that bloodline was John P. Kobe. I actually bought my dog Spanky off of his son.
Hold on. So when they say Kobe, the only thing I know about Kobe is beef. Kobe beef. That's the only thing I know. So
yeah, but when you talk about Kobe, it's not Kobe. It's Colby. Colby.
Okay.
You
so,
feel
but
what I'm saying?
That's an actual dog. A dog brand. Oh.
No, that's an actual human. That's the dude's name, John P. Kobe. So when you start breeding your dogs will take on the name of the breeder, if that's how you choose to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So you had this other dog named Jeep. I had a Jeep Jocko Red Boy. That was a hell of a mixture.
Hold on. A what?
A Jeep Jocko and Red Boy.
What kind of dog is that?
These are all they're pit bulls, but this was one breed. The dog had Jeep bloodline in him. He had Jocko bloodline in him, and he had Red Boy bloodline in him. Three champion dogs.
Is this his parents' name or like?
No, just my Jeep Jocko Red Boy. He was the son of Boomerang.
Well, you done lost. I'm gonna be honest, and I say this respectfully. I'm being honest. You done lost me so.
Yeah, but Jeep, if you
Jackal, hold on, Jeep Jackal and Red Bull is the parent of the dog that you got?
No. Those are the three bloodlines in the dog. Okay. So one bloodline is Jeep. That's this little 35-pound, what they call saddle dog. One is Jocko. He's another solid type dog. And then you had Red Boy. I believe Jocko was Brendel. and then you had Red Boy.
Security. Lock his ass up right now, because nobody don't know what the hell he talking about. I have no clue. I'm so confused.
No, but if you saw if you actually saw any of my pups, you'd be like, these dogs are gorgeous. Like
I can believe that. I can believe. I can.
And I was selling them. Listen, I was selling them for my males would go for 6,000. My females would go for 4,000.
For dogs?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is? All right, I don't understand.
I'm selling them to other dudes in Brooklyn. Sometimes we do trades. Like,
so look. This is a true story. I put this on my life, and even then, when the story I'm finna tell you, I still didn't understand the shit then. My father, right? Me and my father, we ain't really rock with he ain't rock with me when I was young. After I graduated college and shit like that, I moved to Atlanta. And that's when me and my father, you know what I'm saying, we got a chance to tap in with each other. So a nigga behind him, nigga named Vic, he a Philadelphia Eagles fan. He raised blue pits. Matter of fact, he was doing it with Big Boy from Outkast. I don't know if you know about Big Boy and the pits and shit that he raised, but Big Boy from Outkast was working with Vic, all that kind of shit, right? So me personally, like I say, I ain't had a dog since I was in 15, 20 years. I ain't had no damn dog since then. Don't give a damn. That's not my lane. Man, I'm over there and me and my dad, we cooking out, grilling and shit. And it's the Cowboy Philly game. You know what I'm saying? You know, we in the same division. Vic come through. You know, Vic talking all type of crazy shit. And Vic, I say this respectfully to him. At this time, I was smoking mad weed. You know what I'm saying? I was smoking weed like it was, I was smoking. And Vic, he smoked weed. You know what I'm saying? Nigga come through with the dreads and shit. Light skinned, tall nigga like me. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? He a tad bit older than me, probably about 10 years older than me and shit. But I rock with him. He rock with my father. They stay a fence separate them. You know what I'm saying? So rock with him. Man, that nigga Big Boy came around that motherfucker talking about him in the pits, and he had one pit named Disciple. Put this on everything I love. On everything I love. He had a pit bull named Disciple. Disciple was like the lead male of everything over there. That was his breed. That was the one that he was breeding with the rest of the females and shit like that. So they had a goddamn mutt running around the neighborhood and shit, and ran up under. You know what I'm saying? Bit one of my dad's one of the neighbors and shit bit him, and they was like, man, we got to get this, man. We got to ran up under the house. So Vic, they went and got Vic, right? And this is all at the same time when the Cowboys, Eagles game, all this shit is happening at the same time. They go get Vic, and they was like, man, Vic, man, we got a dog. He just bit OG, whatever. Man, we need you to go get him. And Vic was like, all right. So he sent Disciple over there. Man, Disciple, it really ain't funny. It really ain't funny. But it is funny. I'm gonna tell you why it's funny to me. So Disciple go up under the house, lock on this motherfucker, drag his ass out, right? And I don't know what the fuck kind of dog it was. I don't know what the fuck what type of dog it was. So Disciple in the middle of the motherfucking road, shaking the shit out the dog. I mean, shaking the shit out of him. My dad come out there talking about, man, hey Vic, man, we can't do this shit out here. They gonna call the goddamn police on us. You got these motherfucking fighting. We ain't gonna have this shit out here. He's shaking the shit out the dog. Then damn near killed his ass. So for us to get, and when I say us, I was a part of it simply because I was the one who got the water hose and shit running. So Vic was like, "Man, go get the water hose." So he run the water hose up the dog nose, and they put like a little crowbar or some shit in his teeth to get him to stop from shaking the damn dog. You know, like I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense at all. But
No,
that's
it
what
makes
happened.
sense because it's called like for what I used to do, it's called a break stick. It's just like round on one end and kind of flat, kind of looks like a butter knife.
I
There's a
called it a
space.
crowbar. I didn't know what the fuck it was. It
There's
was
a
like a
space.
crowbar to me.
Yeah, there's a space between all dogs' teeth. You could actually stick your finger in there or two fingers, or you use the break stick. You just stick your hand in there and you turn it. It'll actually force the mouth open. It doesn't matter what dog it is. Like one dude just looked
But
at me like I was crazy because his dog had got away from him and attacked another dog that was standing next to me. Like
hold on, real quick. Let me ask this: have you ever heard of running a water hose up the dog nose?
no, I wouldn't do that.
He ran, man, and he said what Vic said. He was like, "All right." When my dad came, my dad was like, "Man, they gonna try to get you for dog fighting and all that kind of shit. The police gonna come around this motherfucker." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like for
So,
me,
go ahead.
if you was putting your dog down, and that's the term I'll use, or you was putting it out for a roll or anything, um, if the animal is bred right, it's gonna do its thing. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna see certain traits when it barks. Like it'll spread its legs out, like it looks like a plane, but standing on its back leg. One leg is forward, one leg is back, and they're just hanging there.
But real
And they
quick,
won't even bark.
let me
It's
ask
not
you.
even a bark you hear. It's just a howl. That's why down south they call pit bulls aren't called pit bulls. They're called hounds because
Hold
they
on.
bark like a hound dog. Like
Hold on. Let me ask this. I want to ask this because Vic said because he like when he asked, he was like, "What kind of dog is it?" And they was like, "We don't really know." You know what I'm saying? And I think Vic, this is just what I gathered from the conversation and the question he was asking before he put his disciple out there. He was like, "Well, all right, I understand it then." And I was thinking, I was like, if you could tell me what type of dog it was or some shit like that, he may have let some of the other he may have let the female. I don't know what he would have did. I really don't know. And I ain't never asked the question, so I'm just saying I felt like if he would have known and this, that, then he wouldn't have put disciple out there because when disciple locked on his ass, it was over. I mean, it was over. It went and then when he ran the damn what you called it, a break, what you said, a break stick or some
yeah,
shit. He did that and ran the damn hose up his mouth, up his nose. He took the lock off of him. That damn dog shot down the motherfucking road so fast and got the hell on. I was like, God damn. It wasn't no, bro. Like it was some. I was like, bro, this shit is crazy. I ain't know nothing about none of this. I say that respectfully. I ain't know nothing about it.
yeah. Like me, when I think back to those days where I had to use the brake stick and stuff like that, I do miss it. I do miss having,
You miss it.
yeah,
Why?
because you can't find that type of loyalty in an animal. Like the two dogs I have right now, I wouldn't trust them around my small child. But those dogs that I had, my kids were babies. And trust me when I tell you, they're not people biters, but a person could not come in my house. I could literally leave my front door open, my son laying on the bed. You feel what I'm saying? And not a soul is gonna come in that gate.
I don't believe in none of that shit. When y'all say that these niggas ain't people biters,
No,
I
they
don't
are,
trust
but
none of that shit. I don't trust none of it.
listen to me.
Hold on, real quick. My brother used to always say, and once again, my brother The nigga fought. He fought. Never mind. I can't.
I'm gonna say.
I'm
I
not
just
putting that
want
on
you
his
to
name.
let me
I'm
land
not
this
putting
plane.
that on his name.
I just want to say this.
Go ahead. I ain't putting that
A
on his
dog
name.
biting a person is a taught trait. They don't do it automatically because they're dependent on humans to feed them. So the people biting aspect is a learned trait. If they bite a person while they're puppies and you don't discipline them not to do it, they'll continuously bite people. Or
Listen.
some dogs are just territorial. So you enter their territory, it triggers them to do this because they've taken on a guard dog role. They feel like they want to be protective.
Real quick. Listen to my code, and when I'm using the words that I use, you'll understand. So my brother, he liked to use animals for sports at one point in time, right? And he would always tell me, even and I didn't grow up with my brother, you know what I'm saying? But when I got a chance to go down there and visit those type of things, hey, he always gonna tell me, "Nah, I'm gonna show you exactly what we living down here," which is cool. I ain't got no problem with it. He 2 years older than me. My big sister, she 2 years older than him, so she 4 years older than me, right? I'm the baby, so I'm going down there and he's showing me this shit, a lot of the shit that they got going and this and that. And he used to always tell me they not people biters. And I'm thinking to myself, bruh,
They're not, because they got to be handled by people.
what man, and I don't know if you ever did it. I don't know.
I'm telling you, these were the dogs that I mentioned, those breeds and stuff that I mentioned. That's what they do. They're the best at it. You can go to any dog magazine, Sport and Dog Journal, Pitbull Gazette. You feel what I'm saying? Up and down the East Coast, these are the two magazines that all these type of
all right. So let
look at.
me ask this one thing. I'm gonna ask one question, and after this,
I was involved in $10,000-$20,000 jump offs, bro.
No, I ain't got no problem. I'm gonna ask one question. My brother told me, he said, you always got to break a dog legs. You got to break his back legs, right?
No.
Do you agree or disagree with that?
I disagree with that.
I'm just telling you what I was told. That's why
vehemently, like you could. Here's the thing. When I said these things about my kids, each one of my dogs was my pet. I had a yard full of dogs, but every last one of them was my pet. I walked every last one of those dogs on the leash by themselves. I would have to come home and it'd be, a couple of trips. You feel what I'm saying? But this is what I did.
Your dogs didn't have weight classes. What you telling me?
No, they all had weight classes. Like I had dogs from 35 pounds to 50 pounds. Males and females. Over 20 dogs in my yard, not including puppies. All top pedigree dogs. Like dudes used to come from Philly to come to my house to let us view each other's dog because my basement was my ring. Fully registered. Time clock, everything. Water buckets, everything. Padding, everything. Like you'd be like, nah. And if any dude came down there doing any cruelty to the animal, like one dude wanted to shoot his dog in my house because what happened? Niggas took dude gun, beat him down and kept his dog. And said, you come back to my house, I dare you. You know where I live, I dare you. Dude was from Philly. Like, no, bro. It just wasn't your animal's night. You don't do no stupid shit like that. Tomorrow he could be the grand champion.
Bro, you can't, man. This is, and I always one of the reasons I got love for my brother.
We viewed it as boxing. We viewed it as boxing. You can lose a fight and still be a great champion.
But the thing is the reason I got love for my brother is because one thing he told me, he said, You don't never want to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because and his partner, the nigga that he worked with, that helped him raise the dogs and all this kind of shit. He was like, bro, it's so addicting that you don't want to see it. It's too addicting. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, I don't want to see none of this shit. That's how I'm thinking at the time. I'm a boxing fan, but they doing that shit life and death.
You do it like, go to like down south was like gladiator school. Up here in New York, New Jersey, Philly, Connecticut, that was the ring in Long Island. Basically, everything looked like a professional match. You go to some spots, they got bleachers. You feel what I'm saying? So
but they doing it to it's life and death out there.
Nah, we never did it. We never, like, up here, it was never ever a life and death situation because you want to breed it. You want the dog to win. So this way, when you put it out there that he's a two-time winner or three-time winner, or he's a ROM, the son of a grand champion, or some shit like that, that's where you get the big bucks from. That's where you get the big money from. If the dog dies, you don't get no money.
But the way they looked at it is if he go out there and he don't and become a grand champion, then we're gonna breed him. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, my thing, and I'm just going out, and once again, I ain't never been a part of it like that. This is my brother, but at the same time, when I'm listening to it, he like, nah. That's why we break his legs, because you might have to fight with your legs broke. You know what I'm saying? We do all of that. And then
if it happens, it happens. But if the dog, like I said, if it's in the genetics, you'd be surprised on what these dogs, like, they don't stop. Like, nothing will make them stop. So you don't have to do that. If the genes is right,
that shit's scary to me, bro. That shit's
scary. No, but what I'm saying, like, I wouldn't do nothing like that. Nobody I knew would do anything like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because some of the people that I knew were in this were actually police officers, were actually fire department, were actually active military, were dudes who worked at the Bronx Zoo and different zoos as caretakers of animals. So we all had a genuine love for the animal, period. We looked at them as amazing specimens. Like, you don't get that with any other breed. That the breeding is so tight that nothing makes this dog stop.
But that shit, all I'm saying, and maybe it's different. I think from what I'm gathering from what you're saying,
you had two different sides of it. You had the Michael Vick side of it, and then you had the side of it to whereas, people wanted these top champion dogs that you see in these videos with DMX and all of these other people. This is why they wanted their dogs, because he's the real killer, and I put my dog, I saw DMX video and he had Boomerang up in that video facing off with Red Boy.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told my brother. I could never do that. I had as a child, I had a dog named Nina, right? I don't know what the fuck breed Nina was. She was a mixed breed. I don't know what Nina was. What I do know is when Big Monk got the switch out, me and Nina had to be on the same team, so we got out the way of the switch. And I know that when on the 4th of July, when a motherfucker came around, and I'm at my grandma's house at the time, when a motherfucker came around with the gun, goddamn Nina chased his ass down and made sure I was safe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nothing but 7, 8 years old at the time. That's how I look at dogs. I don't look at them with none of the other shit, man. Nina, man, that was my partner right there. You feel me? So I got a different experience with dogs.
No, I'm saying always listen. My entire almost. If I'm 50,
and real quick, I gotta say this. My brother now, not now. Now that he, hey, my brother, hey, shout out to him, shout out to my brother. But at that time when I first seen this shit, he was like, "Nah, man, you can't be friends with all the goddamn dogs. This, that. You gotta understand." And I'm like, "Bro, I grew up being friends with dogs. Like,
Bro, I've been around dogs 35 years of the 56 years I've been alive. I've always had a dog. So even everything that I'm explaining to you, at the end of the day, there are rules to say, okay, the dog, there's a thing that will happen with the dog, and the dog will just tell you, I'm done. You feel what I'm saying?
I just hate
That dog may not be good for that activity, but you do find out that they are some hell of a breeders. Just like some boxers are shitty ass boxers. Got knocked the fuck out, like basically got a record of a club fighter. But they are some of the best coaches in the game.
But they ain't supposed to be no goddamn, and I say this respectfully. These niggas, they ain't choosing to be none of that shit. And at the end of the day, because I love the animals so much, and I'm a dog lover. I love, man. It's crazy for me to say this. I choose a peace over violence any day of the week, right? At the same time, even with that, get what? I still love a good boxing match. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still, man, I look at animals, man. They so fucking, man. I don't know that shit.
They're beautiful animals. You have to appreciate the breed. But what you will find, if you buy a dog, like I would tell people this: if you buy one of my animals from me and you want it as a pet, it is not a good idea to take this animal out in the middle of the afternoon, or during work hours, like when the evening rush hour between 6 and 8 p.m., where a lot of people are walking their other dogs, because this dog is going to be more focused on getting at them than doing what it has to do and just enjoying outside. So you take them out like after hours or very, very early in the morning.
Man, I don't want that dog.
Huh?
I don't want them.
No, but they still make great house pets. At the end of the day, that's just what you got to do because you don't want that animal to attack someone else's animal. You feel what I'm saying? Because the dog could just be walking by, and the instinct is just so great that the dog will just yap him. That's the situation that happened where I told you I used my fingers to go in old boy's dog mouth and opened it up, and he was like, "Yo, you crazy? I never seen nobody just stick their fingers. How did you do that?" I was like, "How long have you?" He was like, "Nah, it's not really my dog. It's my older brother dog." And I was like, "You should not be walking anybody else's pit bull, especially when they this big and strong." You feel what I'm saying? Because the dog just saw the other dog and just leaped at him, and the leash popped out of homeboy's hand, and it just yapped the dog.
And I'll be honest with you. My thing is because I ain't not really been my lane as far as researching dogs and shit like that. That ain't really been my lane. And because it ain't, I can't speak to it the way you are. But at the same time, any dog that I have, I want, unless I check, man, I need discipline.
Listen, you would be amazed at the discipline you could do with these dogs. Like I used to, like me, and this is where I'm gonna land my plane and go take these dogs out. Basically,
we 30 minutes over the time we said we getting the hell out of here. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, I'm gonna say it like this.
But this is the brilliance of the conversation. Respect.
Basically, I'm gonna say it like this. I used to train my dogs on numbers: 2, 4, 86. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. 5. 2 is sit down. 4 is lay down. 5 is completely lay down with your head down. 86 is just stop whatever you're doing right there. Don't do nothing else. Just stop. You feel what I'm saying? I used to have to show people the control I had over these type of dogs, like I would bring one of them out, tell them 5, right on the double yellow line, right on the double yellow line, 5, right there, and the dog would not move, and I would walk right back across the street, sit on my front stoop, and dudes would be looking like, "Yo, that is bananas." Soon as the traffic clear up, just call my dog back right here. Just be like right here now. And they just happy as hell. They like, yo, how do you have these dogs? I was like, yo, it's just consistent behavior. You gotta love the animal. The animal has to feel you are its true alpha. If it doesn't feel like you its alpha, then what are you doing? You haven't connected with that animal.
Man,
And that was the beautiful part.
I gotta ask the question. I gotta ask this question. I know, and I done had dogs before. I ain't never had like, it ain't. I try my best. I love animals regardless, and my thing has always been. I look at an animal like I look at a person. I don't. Yeah. You got to be in order, but at the end of the day, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't know how to. I ain't gonna say. If I understood animals better, maybe I could find a way to balance it. But I don't understand animals like that. Me personally, I'm just talking about myself. I don't understand animals like that. And man, hey, they always tell you can't be friends with your children, right?
Yeah.
You can't be friends with your dogs. I've heard the same thing.
I've been like, it's true to a certain extent, but if you understand the alpha's role, it can actually happen. If you can put yourself in the alpha as the alpha dog role, all your dogs will be your best friends because they'll know when you down, they'll know when you happy because they hear it in your voice. They hear it in the way you talk. The pictures that you say when you angry, when you happy, when you sad, when you watching something funny, dogs know all of those pictures. They know the pictures. They don't understand English, but they know the pictures of the words that you're using. And if you're angry, you mimic like when my dogs do something, I get a low growling type tone. Like, what are you doing? And I'll let that growl resonate in my throat. And they'll just stop and look and be like, okay, they'll just lay down or show me their stomach naturally. I don't have to physically touch them because they understand that low growl and knowing that I'm a person that feeds you and walks you, you've already accepted that I'm the alpha. So all I have to do is change the tones and pitches in my voice and I control you. It's just that simple. But
Hey
Joe,
man,
let me get up out of here, bro, before I wind up.
see, I gotta take one last thing. Last thing. Man, love you, appreciate you, brother. And it's crazy because we end up on like you on my brother Chris show. I don't know what man, Marky. I don't know. That's a whole nother story. I ain't finna get into that. Shout out to my brother Marky Dan. But man, me and you end up on so many shows together, and it ain't nothing but love and respect, my brother.
Yeah, for
I
sure. We
appreciate you,
could
brother.
debate. We could get chippy. We got that rapport and relationship right now, so I don't take nothing serious. You can tell me I'm out of order. You know what I'm saying? And the next time we get into another debate, and you like, nah, but you lying. I'm like, see, there you go,
Here we
accusing
go.
me
Here
again
we go.
because we got that rapport now. You know a lot
Yeah.
more about me than a lot of other people do, and anyone who will rewatch this show will know this about me as well. So at the end of the day, bro, it's nothing but love, man.
Hey
You
man,
know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
got nothing but love and respect for you. And anytime I see you, bro, I'm gonna pull up. Hey, if I'm out of order, don't call me out of order because I'm gonna tell you out of order. Nah. But man, much love and respect to you, my
Yeah, for
brother. I
sure, man.
appreciate you.
To the
Really
next one,
appreciate you.
bro.
Hey, keep doing your thing, and we'll do it again. Crush the legend. You in the building? Crush. Crush the Legend, are you in the building? If I leave right now, I'm just gonna tell you, shit, you done been live for 3 hours and 35 minutes. I wasn't even supposed to be live for none of this shit. If I leave right now, then you just gonna be up here by yourself and looking around. Are you in the building, Crush? Hello. Fuck, let me call him. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, and I say this respectfully. Man, y'all make sure y'all sub the Dub Right Side. We got a lot going on over there. My brother Crush, he got a lot going on this show. We looking for, and we got to be honest over here. I got to be honest. We looking for the OG, man. And I mean, no disrespect whatsoever. No disrespect. But we all looking for my brother, CDK. You know what I'm saying? CDK, where you at? BVO Boxing. BVO been doing this thing. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to BVO. Chris, you there?
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you back in the building.
Yeah, I was doing some report stuff, man.
Man, I was just gonna tell you, I'm getting ready to shut it down, but shout out to you, OG. Yeah. Shout out to CDK. Shout out to AC. Shout out to everybody. Man, Cash Crypto is in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. My brother just pulled up. DSTN just pulled up.
Yeah, DS.
Mr. Chairman was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I gotta ask you real quick before, and I'm going after this one. Have you heard from the great brother CDK?
And I talked to him a few, like I called him while I was live.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened after that.
well, we're not gonna wish nothing but the best for the brother. We ain't gonna do nothing crazy. So, but OG, man, I appreciate you always allowing me to come and grace your platform. And man, keep doing your thing, OG. Much love and respect. I thank you. And man, it was a great conversation tonight. It was a great conversation.
Hey, thank you for always being a great co-host as always, my guy. I appreciate you.
Man, you know it ain't nothing but I got. If y'all don't know, Crush the Legend got the longest series of interviews that I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, I gotta get you back on, OG, because I gotta ask about Fat Joe. I gotta ask. I love Joe Crack. I love Jada Kiss. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get your experiences. And man, you got more experiences than I could probably ever get in one session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions. It just got to be a continuous conversation. That's how brilliant you are and how special you are. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, OG.
Thank you. Same here, man. Well, that being said, hey, appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate my co-hosts coming through, my brothers cooking with us. And CDK gonna host this year tomorrow by goddamn self. I'm gonna go get me some rest. Hey, I see y'all in the morning for coffee and donuts for grown ups. Stay on focus. Pay attention, keep your head on the swivel, and keep all negativity away from your frequencies, and your antennas will work out good. Peace.